20
other.
questions literally, to be fair, 20 questions is literally just one person
Mm-hmm.
guessing 20 questions. So to be fair, we still could do it. And I think it would be really good because I have 5 games. I'll just do one. I had one wanted to see which one would probably be the best one. But now that it's just you, I definitely have the best ones
All
that I
right.
could pick. So
Well,
one
what's
that at least
up?
you
What's up?
played.
We're live, and we're talking about doing a 20 questions game.
Hmm.
Instead of something visual, we do something. We used to play. Robert, you were watching a podcast, and we did it a few times.
We did it so far. So far we've done it for like the past. I mean, so far, from years ago, it was like 4 or 5 podcasts in a row. So far,
We always had like, I used to always come up with some kind of games and stuff. We had a lot more. I don't know. I feel like we had a lot more fun back then. Now we're just like having
I think so
conversations.
too.
Now
Like,
we're
yeah, that
just
was.
friends having conversation, and we happen to be on live on air.
Yep,
It doesn't feel.
generally.
Even stop doing the intros. I don't have. Am I still doing the intros back in the where you're at?
Um,
Because I used to surprise
no,
people. I used
no,
to
actually,
start
I think you
streaming
already
secret.
stopped.
I used to
You already
still
kind of
start
stopped.
this
Yeah.
podcast and not tell people
Hmm.
because we used to do intros. And I'm like, they all know. It's just dumb. Everybody, oh, I'm Busy T, or I'm Juice, I'm Robert. Like everybody knew who we were.
Well, yeah, but I guess you know what? I mean, we were just talking about how the viewership's not the same, so
Yeah,
maybe you do need to have an
yeah.
introduction
Maybe
every
we need
single
to be more
time.
professional and structured, but
Even if it's just a quick minute, just be like run down.
because I
This
did
Robert
get,
gave it with me.
I gained a bunch of subscribers for my home theater content, and
Yeah,
a couple people
but
jumped
doesn't
in
quite.
and
Yeah,
they were
doesn't
trying to
quite.
like talk home theater stuff. Like, hey, this is a gaming podcast. Sorry, I know you're new here, but
Yeah.
we're not here to talk,
So maybe we do
subwoofers.
have to just real quick say, hey, I'm Robert. Gave it with me. This is the Juicy Loose. We got Terminator juice.
So today is a very special day for me because in my life I can say that I never owned this device. It was in my house for years, but today's the first day I'm an official owner of an NES after how many 40 years?
Nice.
Not quite 40, 30. What, it came out in 85?
It would be over.
Close to
It would be
40. Yeah,
actually
40
would it
this
be
year.
40? It'd be 40 this year. Dang.
But I'm trying to clean. I'll tell the story before I got to. So I was trying to clean this top flap was completely black, and isopropyl alcohol was running down, and I went to wipe the front, and I frickin' smeared the damn logo. It was in perfect condition, original NES, and I just smeared it. I was.
Actually, it looked way better than from 5 minutes ago though. You did clean it up.
It looks bad, and it's still like everything's here. Like this still pops off. Like that's still in place. It's never been taken apart. Guy at work threw it in the trash this morning and
Great.
told me about it like just randomly because I told him my uncle gave me a bunch of HD DVDs that he got at Goodwill because he can't watch them because he doesn't have a player. And he's like, yeah, I threw my Atari and my NES away. I'm like, your what? He's like, my Atari and NES. I'm like, your Nintendo. He's like, your actual NES. He's yeah. I don't know if it works. I don't have the cable to hook it up to the TV. He didn't even know it has the video port on the side. He was talking about the RF adapter.
To be completely honest, I didn't really think about that either. Like I forgot
So
that they had it on the
I've
side.
never owned the NES. My grandpa bought one for my family to use, and then when my cousins got older, or when he got older, my cousins were young. He gave it to them, and my cousin holds on to that thing. I tried to buy it from him, and I'm just like, that was in my possession. Well, not as long as he's had it now, but that was mine technically until they got old enough to play it. And then my grandpa said, because I had the Super Nintendo, and he took it, gave it to them, and it was the track and field one. It had Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and Super Track and Field on one cart. And I had Super Mario Brothers 3, Tecmo Bowl, Ninja Gaiden 2, Double Dragon 3, Contra, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game, were the games that I actually own, and I let them have them like to play, and I never got them back. So I don't own any games. I don't have any controllers, but I have the AC adapter and the system itself. Don't know if it works, but I mean, I'm pretty confident. Like this goes down nice. The power button is
There you go.
nice, and I'm gonna open up and clean it. and try not to rub any more of that front off. But at this point, I might just have to clean it off completely and get a sticker or something. Because I'm gonna retro bright it and get it try to look a little bit better. And but yeah, it's just cool to own one. I mean, played a lot of the games on Virtual Console and Switch Online, but I haven't actually had an actual NES to play games on. So that's cool. I mean, hopefully it works. And I don't know exactly. I probably won't play it a ton, but just having it makes me want to buy some games. So I want to buy the gold cartridge Legend of Zelda Complete. I want an open one. Obviously, I ain't gonna buy a sealed one. I don't know what they go for, but whatever it costs, I'm gonna buy one as long as it's in good condition. And then maybe get Tecmo Bowl, probably my favorite NES game of all time, the original, not the Super Tecmo Bowl. And Contra would probably be those three for sure I'd want to own. So I gotta get some controllers. I'm guessing there's aftermarket knockoffs you can get that work, that plug in. But I'm gonna refurbish it and take it apart, clean the board off and stuff, and hopefully maybe swap out the connector if need be and stuff. So pretty excited. I'm not big into retro gaming, but it is cool. I wish I had like a box or something like the box that came in, but maybe somebody's selling.
Yeah, those. I'm pretty sure those go up in price though. Those boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's somebody who has a box and no system and probably selling just the box. And
yeah.
But
Absolutely.
yeah. So it's kind of historic for me. And I wore my Super Mario Brothers shirt today. And, so yeah, that's literally had to go open his garbage before they didn't pick it up. It was going out. I don't know what day of the week they pick up. He had a bag in there. He has a bunch of like PC games on disc and like some old graphics cards.
You didn't get any of those?
They're there. I just threw them back away. Like, who cares? It's like Battlefield 1942 on disc. They're CD-ROM. You know, I don't even have.
They're not in boxes.
No, it's just the discs.
Oh,
you probably have to have like a code to play them. I don't care about those anyway. So
yeah,
there was Quake 4.
I would probably, I would have probably taken them if they had boxes.
No, it's just the discs.
Oh, damn.
What's up, Donnie? I don't know where Terrell is. He didn't say he wasn't gonna make it. Might just be Robert and I.
This is the first time since it's been years. It's been me.
Yeah, I've been me and T many times. Me and Terrell many times.
I think it was literally we've done it. It was me and you actually like early on, like one of the first podcasts with me. It happened to just
really?
be me and you.
Kid Robert.
It was for Star Wars.
I went and saw The Force Awakens for the 17th time. I bought it digitally early so I could watch it a week early before. Then I bought the physical. Well, the physical comes with the fucking digital, dude.
Yeah, if I could go back in time and just talk to my younger self, be like, bro.
We tried telling you, but it's one of those things you got to learn yourself. You got to grow out of certain things. The most I've ever seen a movie in the theater, I think it was 3 times, and I know one, Jurassic Park, I know I seen it twice. The second time was in the cheap theater. I can't remember if I saw it twice in the main theater. I saw Batman vs. Superman twice. I seen Seven like twice. Avatar. No, yeah, I seen 7 3 times. I seen Avatar 3 times in 3D, and I think I seen 7 twice at the main theater and once at the cheap theater. I can't, because I always had to take different people because you got the ending. It was just to see the reactions. That's why I love movie reactions. I think back. I know the guy's name. Never hung out with him. Me and one of my best friends, it was like his old neighbor. He went with us, and he's leaving the theater. He's just one of these tall, loud, like, doesn't care who's around. He's going to be swearing. He's like, that was fucked up. That was so fucked. Like, we're walking out of the theater. He's just yelling. I mean, we're like, what year is that? 95? So, 96? I think it was 95. It was
for SEP?
7, 94, 95. I'm pretty sure 5.
I guess it was 95 because they just re-released it.
Yeah, because it was the anniversary. So we weren't even. I mean, we were just like 16, 17-year-olds. Welcome to the Robert Juice Show. Yeah, it's
For the guests, this is exclusive. Even the guests didn't
BB,
make the cut.
BB, we, and 360 with me, man. We take our old names, combine them.
Yeah, could literally be just the We and 360
I
show
was
because you
BB
had
We
We and
60.
so it'd be just the We 360. It could literally just be the We 60.
And then I was
We 60.
Dreamcube 09 because the GameCube and Dreamcast were my consoles of choice back then when I created my YouTube channel when the Wii came out.
There's always, I mean, that's another thing. I wish I could go back when I made the channel name. I said, just put gaming first and foremost, because now my emails, wein360 at gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pain in the ass. I still have it as that.
Luckily,
It is what it
YouTube
is.
let you change the
name. Yeah, no,
Mhm.
that was huge. And if you, my at is gaming with me. Like it for YouTube wise, like
Yeah.
I got that covered down. They gave me that, and it was like cool. But yeah, unfortunately, when it comes to the email, that's still Wayne360 to me. Ain't nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
But yeah, it's you've been sending clips. I didn't check you've been watching the old podcast in order. And
yeah,
I didn't watch today's clip. I was too busy at work.
It was you were angry at us. You got
At you guys?
you got because you know how we would just we comment and all the type of stuff, and you're like, I'm trying to talk.
What were you
And
commenting?
then you were
What
like,
do you mean?
like we were just bullshitting. Like we were just saying,
Oh, I
we
was
were
trying to
talking
say
about
something.
Breath of the Wild.
I was trying to
Yeah, we were
get a
trying to say
sentence
that.
out, and you guys kept interrupting. Yeah, that shit used to piss me off. Like annoy me.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, I'm trying to fucking talk. Like, I get it. You're trying to be funny right now, but I was like trying to get something out. I just want to get it out, so then you can say all you want.
It was talking about Mifa from Breath of the Wild or something, and like Terrell says something sexual about it, then I ended up trying to say something sexual about it. He's like, all right, guys.
I'm like, yeah, disrespectful. Like, just interrupted. It wasn't like you interrupted because, oh yeah, that reminded me of something. I want to like add to it. No, it was just fuckery. So
Looking back, it just makes that so funny.
yeah, I used to
It was
listen
so
back to
good.
podcasts, and I found them way funnier listening when I was trying to like construct and keep it on track. I didn't catch a lot of the jokes.
Well, I was gonna say, I think you out of everybody don't catch a lot of the jokes because you're like so focused
Yeah.
on saying something.
Back then, I used to have
And then-
scripts and stuff and questions
yeah?
written down. Yeah.
Damn.
I had all the
well,
topics.
That's one thing we also got to do and bring that back is bring
Topics.
back questions from the
And
audience.
the questions, and I had topics.
Because that is something. That is something. Damn, yo. Mom was saying
We're not gonna engage
nothing
today.
But yeah, I think
I heard a
listen,
rumor that Nintendo was bringing all their biggest IPs to PlayStation, and just
Oh yeah.
they said screw it. Our consoles don't sell for shit, so we're just gonna put all our games on PlayStation. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true.
Damn.
I think their biggest
should-
one of
they
their
should-
biggest IPs too. I
they
think
should-
Mario Kart was the one they just announced. One
Oh
of their,
yeah. They should make a subscription service to
yeah.
to rent their game.
They should keep raising the price on their subscription service and then still have these guys just constantly talk about how it's such a good value. Best value in gaming. Yeah, I guess if you just want to play games and not own anything, it is. I mean, it is. But still,
Yeah. For very specific people,
it's
great,
$200
as
and
we
something
always say.
dollars a year plus the games that you really want to play that aren't on there. That's when it gets a little. If everything was
Yeah.
on there, yeah, that'd be fine. But last year, what games did I played? Astrobot, Stellar Blade, Echoes of Wisdom, Street Fighter 6, Prince of Persia, and Silent Hill 2. How many of those are on Game Pass? I mean, those are the games that I
think
really
any of them
wanted to
are.
play. After, obviously I wasn't looking forward to Prince of Persia until I found out, like, it came out. People were like, oh my god, this game's really good. And it saw, the reviews and stuff. And it's like, yeah, I didn't choose those games because they weren't on Game Pass. I chose them because those are the games that most looked the most interesting to me, that I, thought I was going to enjoy and want to finish. Final Fantasy Rebirth, didn't really catch fire with me. But,
Did you finish it?
No, I only put about 6-7 hours.
Oh wow!
And,
And you finished the remake, like you.
Yeah.
You gonna go? You still gonna continue it, or
I
are you
wanted
like,
to finish Silent Hill as fast as possible.
yeah? Are you gonna go
But
back
I
to
haven't
Rebirth
gone
at some
back
point?
to. I haven't played anything since I finished. Actually, I started The Last of Us Part One,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, right. Yeah, you said some things.
I just got to the part in Pittsburgh after they crashed. After the guy tried to stop, say he needed help, and then that's done so much better in the game than the movie or the show. The show completely botched that.
Mm,
They got, obviously they got the gist of it, but that entire sequence is so much better in the game. Same with when his daughter dies in the beginning. I thought Troy Baker was way better than Pedro Pascal's performance wise. Was so much more impactful. But
yeah.
since I brought that up, so I'm going to tell you my plans, my goals for this year and before the Switch 2 comes out.
Okay. Kind of like a NX bucket list.
Yep. So
Okay.
I'm going to platinum Horizon Zero Dawn remastered.
Wow, that's a lot. That alone is pretty big.
I'm already on New Game Plus, so hopefully it doesn't screw me because that's one
Oh,
of
you
the
are? Okay.
trophies. But I didn't. It's the remastered, so it's not. It doesn't count my old trophy. So I don't know if I'm gonna get a trophy for beating it regularly and then beating it New Game Plus at the same time. That's gonna really
Gotcha.
depend on if I'm gonna do it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna obviously finish The Last of Us Part One. I don't think I'm gonna be able to platinum that because I know I've already missed some of the comic books and the Firefly, what do you call them, like tags or whatever. I've been looking, but I'm not following a guide or anything, so I think I probably already missed some. I want to finish Rebirth. I want to I'm going to possibly try to get Darksiders 2, just go back to it, try to beat it, just to get it done.
For retro's sake.
Mm-hmm. And then I think that's it for my goals before the Switch 2 comes out. The Elden Ring DLC, I never finished that.
But nothing Nintendo related.
Nope.
Terrell.
Did you really start with sure you don't own? What does that mean? What's up?
Woke up.
Take a little nap, did you?
I took a nap at like 6:30, which was a terrible idea because I didn't get up.
That's all right. I was just talking.
That's like how I used to do it. That's how I used to do it.
I was just going over some of my.
Classic Robert. I pulled a Robert here in 2020.
Yeah, that's right. You used to do that. You fell asleep once for one of our Game of the Year, or I think it was a Game of the Year one.
Yep, it was a Game of the Year one, and that bummed me out so much because that was my favorite ones, man. That was my favorite podcast.
Charles, did you see my recent pickup?
I saw the NES. Yeah, okay, yeah, I saw that.
I
okay.
smeared the fucking logo trying to clean the hand grease off this flap. But never owned one. I had one at my house for a couple years that my grandpa bought for the family, and feels good to have. I don't know if it works yet, but I'm gonna try. Anyway, gaming goals before the Switch 2 releases, which I don't think the Switch 2 is released until fall, so I'm not that worried about it. But
I really hope you're wrong, man. I really hope you're wrong.
So just to reiterate, I'm gonna try to platinum trophy Horizon Zero Dawn remaster. I'm gonna replay The Last of Us Part 1. I don't know if I'll start Part 2. I want to finish Rebirth and the DLC for Elden Ring, which I'm pretty far in, but it's been so long now, I'm not even sure where I need to go. And then possibly try to finish Darksiders 2. I don't have any purchases planned. Monster Hunter Wilds is coming out, and it seems like people say it's going to be like a huge... it's going in the direction of being mass market for people. So I don't know if I'm interested in playing that, so I don't really have anything this year gaming so far that I know I want to buy for new games. But I know you guys are different. Robert, you're in a different situation. Terrell,
very different.
Is there anything you think you want to try to accomplish before the Switch 2, which I think is going to have a very healthy launch lineup?
Finish Mario and Luigi Brothership. Finish DMC 5. Finish Stellar Blade. It depends. It depends on whether or not, if it comes out in the summer, that might be it. if it comes
Astrobot?
out. Well, that's my issue. I don't want to put Astrobot on there because I don't think I'm not. I think I might be a little bit over halfway with Stellar Blade, and I don't think I'm gonna beat that in time. If it comes out in the summer, that means I'm thinking I'm gonna beat Stellar Blade and then also have the ability to start and finish Astrobot before all that. And I'm not confident in that. If it comes out in the fall, yeah, I'll be able to do it. Was there anything else?
I don't want to ask
Play
this 'cause
Famicom Detective Club, MEO.
No, chill out. I would imply I own the game. I don't even own the game, sir. That's a whole other issue. I think I'll leave it at those three.
what are you gonna do,
possibly
Robert? I
four,
mean, obviously, when a new system comes out, you usually are if
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to pick it up, and that's depends on what the launch lineup is looking like. I'll for sure play a Mario Kart day one, and I'll for sure play a 3D Mario day one. If Metroid Prime 4 is day one, I'll likely play that. So it's kind of just depends on what we're looking at in terms of launch. But if it's like months down the road and these other games, just gonna have to wait. But I will be playing the Switch 1 games on Switch 2. Hopefully with maybe like when it plays Xenoblade 3, maybe some more stable frame rate or something, better
that has a
resolution. I don't
pretty
know.
solid frame rate.
Yeah.
I guess the
Or
resolution scale.
actually, the better one is
Yeah,
Scarlet
we
and
don't
Violet.
really have
I'll say
problems
that.
with that.
I think
I'll say
Xenoblade
Scarlet and
Chronicles.
Violet.
I think the games I'm most interested in like revisiting with the Switch 2 is Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is number 1. That one has the worst performance of any game I own. And, frame rate and resolution, I don't expect it to be able to block 30 whatever the peak for resolution is the whole time, but it'd be nice to I enjoyed the story of that game. The combat's fun. It's just there's some areas with the fighting Lynels and stuff with their shooting out their elements like fire and what was the other one, lightning or ice, whatever, and it's just like, it's a chug fest, and the resolution gets really low. So but Echoes of Wisdom I think is going to benefit from the Switch 2. That's another one that I
Which
own.
in turn, which means Link's Awakening would hopefully,
Yeah,
because
those have obviously it's just uncapped or it's unlocked, I should say, but it's 60 and 30. If a game's capped at 30 and hits 20, then you're only going to get 30. But those two Zelda games should run at 60 the whole time, you would think. So, and then Bayonetta 3 had memory bandwidth limitations that affected the frame rate. Even if you're standing still, there's areas where the game runs at 45 frames per second just with everything going on in the background and stuff. But
I do like my biggest hope out of all of them is realistically Scarlet and Violet. I do hope that it improves.
No.
I haven't played it yet. So
remember
I'm
that patch they're going to release that improves the visuals? I mean, the game does. There's areas where the game I think looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But there's also areas where it's like.
I will play it. I will play it, and there's a very good chance that by the time I play it, Switch 2 will be out. So it's kind of like I hope there is some sort of.
Since we're talking about that, we might as well talk about the sales numbers, because Scarlet Violet and Sword and Shield are neck and neck. I forget which one's ahead.
I forgot we didn't talk about that last week, right?
No, they just.
No, it didn't come out last week. Well, it didn't come out when we did the podcast.
Yeah.
Really?
It was last week after the podcast. So Switch is at 150.
I think it was like the next day or something.
How much did they say? How many it sold in the last fiscal year? Since
let me go grab it.
Was it like 9 or 8 or something? It wasn't.
Give me a second. I gotta go dig real quick. That's the patent. I don't care about that. Come on.
But they have 72 games now that have hit at least a million sold.
No, they now have the most million seller games on.
They have more million sellers on the Switch than I bet Xbox has in its entire life.
Nintendo Switch has the most first-party million sellers of any gaming system ever.
I think it's published. Crazy. It's published games, not necessarily first-party developed. But
yeah, because they have things like
but if you look at that list, it's pretty much all Nintendo.
There's a couple where I was like, they published that, I bet you Xbox and its entire 4 console lives have not published
'Cause I do
72
have
games that sold
photo
1,000,000.
saved. I'll tell you right now, in terms of that, like,
I wonder
What?
if PlayStation even has that. Can even say that.
no, to be, I don't, because I don't see like Octopath. Oh, I do see Octopath. Out of
Yeah, that's
all
what
of
I'm
them,
saying. Some of them are on there.
the only one that is, you have. I mean, you could say like Marvel Ultimate Alliance is a little, but they've
Well,
literally
that
funded
one's
that
an
game,
exclusive, and it's only
and they
on
funded that
Switch.
game. They literally, that's their game that they funded.
Oh yeah, they were going.
Like
to
Bayonetta 2 is kind of questionable because they published, but it was
Yeah,
funded
they
by
also
also
put
Sega.
have
three on
and
there.
then Bayonetta 1.
Yeah, that one's.
So, do you want overall Switch sales during the period?
What did
Or
it
do you
sell
want-
between March 2024 and March
For the
in
year.
March 2020? Or no, wait, they haven't hit the fiscal year. It was just in the.
Yeah, this is just the last. This
That
is
was
from the
up until
last time.
December, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
So-
it says overall. It says overall Switch sales this period 9.54 million.
So was that in 3 months or was that in the 9 months since the start
I
of the
want
year?
that was in 3 months. I want to say.
No.
So this says, I'll see right here. It says quarter 1 to quarter 3, 9.54
okay.
million.
And it was down from, I think they're 11 or 12 or
Down
something.
from 13.74.
Yeah.
And Kit and Krista talked about something.
Quarter 1 to quarter 3. So where's quarter 4?
That's
No,
this
we're-
quarter.
That's what we're in now. So it would be
January or February,
to-
January to
Oh,
March.
this is that quarter.
Yeah.
So
Oh man, this shit is outselling PS2 absolutely. Then in that game.
well, at first remember,
Absolutely.
it first has to hit the DS first, Robert. Technically, it's only
It
third
probably
best
already
selling currently.
Probably already did.
The DS is what 152.
I think-
Oh, is it 155?
It's gonna be. It's probably gonna happen, but I think the sales are gonna significantly drop off this year. Like
Yeah, but my thing is even worst case scenario. If they do 5 million this
In
year,
the
and
next-
5 million next year, it still does it.
Yeah.
5 million, it's doing it. It's doing it. You know what I mean? So it's like literally, I'm giving that the
ironically enough,
lowest
I
point. The
honestly,
lowest point.
it sold
5
9
million.
million.
And to give context, if you want the breakdown of which console sold, the standard Switch was only 2.74. The OLED was 5 million,
That's
well
crazy.
5.7 million, and then the Switch Lite was like 1.7.
Nintendo,
That's crazy.
that told Nintendo something. They better have a OLED at launch. Because that's people will pay more to have a more premium product. It's just a fact.
Exactly. They will pay for it later on, though. You know what I mean?
They'll
So
pay
they
this
could
as much.
see it
They'll
as-
pay more now. They could have a 2 SKUs at launch.
Yeah, but people could double dip.
What's up, Hobbit on hold? That's.
A lot
I mean,
you know.
of them already did a double dip.
that's not something consumers should be asking for. Oh, they could release it in 2 years. Give me a reason to buy it. No, they see what people are willing to or what people want. I didn't think it was gonna.
Yeah.
I thought the OLED would be like a nice option. I didn't think it would take over
Yeah.
the original Switch.
It's more expensive, which is crazy, you know.
Yeah, it's
So
So yeah. Anyway, 9 million since quarter 1. That includes Christmas. They're not gonna get. I don't think the Switch is gonna sell another 5 million this year. Like from now to the end of the year. I don't think it sells 5 million.
why not? 5 million. Starting from Well, remember this quarter.
From
hasn't
From
last
happened.
January
one-
to December, I
last
don't
one-
think it's gonna sell 5 million. It
What do you
sold
think it's
9.
gonna sell? Well, how much do you
January
think
to
it's gonna sell?
December, you don't think it's gonna sell 5
It sold 9 million last year with new games
Mm-hmm.
and no
That's
competition.
That's not. Is that not? That's literally from quarter 1 to quarter 3.
That's all.
That would be-
that's
that would be from like April. To
that's from
December.
March, April 1st to December.
So
I doubt it sold.
That's
it.
even crazier. It's absolutely so. But
No.
for some reason,
yeah,
I'm thinking
I
January,
could definitely see it
April to
selling.
December
No.
it sold 9.54.
Let's write it down.
So you okay?
Alright,
So let me ask you a
that's
question. Is
Easy
that so?
bet.
You're
This
so what
is
you're
easy
saying?
bet.
I want to just make sure. Here's I'm here. So you're saying that it won't beat the PlayStation 2's lifetime this year, essentially.
Not this year. Not
No,
even
no,
close.
well, you don't think it's gonna sell it at all. You don't. That means you don't think it's going to outsell it, probably.
I
Right? You
say
don't think it's.
from January to December. Let's just say January this year to the end of the fiscal year next year. We'll give it 15 months.
Okay.
I think maybe it could sell 5 million in that span. I think maybe
So
it's
you
gonna
think
sell
it's
5 million.
tanking? After this, you think it's tanking? Not even just dropping, tanking.
It's done.
Think
And then
about-
the next year, I think you're looking at 3 to 4 maybe.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. That would be. That would be
That's
like,
not that bad of a. That's not even a drop
2
off.
to
It's like
2 to 4. I don't know.
it would have to be like a drop off would be like another like it would be like 1 to 2.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know,
I would agree with that.
I think
you know,
there's just
for it to sell 5 million in 15 months and then all of a sudden sell 4 million again like in 8 months, like that'd be pretty damn good actually. You know,
I
that would still
guess.
bring it to 9.
I was trying
You
to
know,
be
and
generous. I say 3.
So essentially, you're saying
I think
so
it's
you don't think it's
I
selling
think it's
PS2?
got
So,
possibly
do
got
you think
another
do you-
10 in it, 10 million, but it could be
but when
depends,
did well,
two
how
and a
long
when
half,
would you
did
3
think it would,
years.
how long? I'm saying, how long would you think it would take to get to it?
2.5
that means you're in
minimum.
2027 area.
So 2027.
If they're still if they don't discontinue it, because here's why, and I gotta call out Shadow Fox because the guy's a Nintendo fan. I don't know why he said this. He thinks the Switch 2 is gonna be $349, and they're gonna discount all the other models. I'm like, they didn't do that for the DS or 3DS. They didn't do it for the Wii U. They didn't do it for the Wii. Like, maybe 2 years after the Switch 2 comes out, it'll get a discount. But the Switch OLED will be $349.99 this holiday. Guarantee it. Maybe there'll be a discount for the holiday, but I mean, in general, for this year, 2025, the Switch OLED is going to be $349.99. The regular Switch is $299.99. The Switch Lite is $199.99. That's
And
not
you
going to
think the
change.
Switch would be
And I don't know how
before
a longtime Nintendo fan could think that they're going to do that. It's just
I just think because with the 3DS, if you remember, like they did, especially during when the Switch was out, they started really discounted a lot, and it did sell like 7 million, and then like another like I think it was 6. I have to fact check real quick, but it sold a good amount.
the new 3DS was still at $199 when the Switch came out. I don't know how long it stayed at it. Or whatever the price is,
Yeah, I'm not too
$189,
sure
whatever
about
the
that.
new Nintendo Switch was.
So you gotta remember the 2DS at one point was $80 or some shit. It was ridiculous.
well,
They sold
That's because no
think
one
about
wanted
that.
that cheap-looking toy.
I'm sure it's so. And again, if they do the Switch
Wasn't it
Lite,
$100 when it first announced, or $129 or something?
I don't. Yeah, I think it was like.
But then they had the
maybe
new Nintendo 2DS, which was the folding regular, just
I
non
do
3D.
wish I got.
That's
Yeah,
when the
I
price dropped, I think.
I think that was pretty cool looking. But the thing is also I was looking at past consoles, so I'm like, all right, well, it is different because it's backwards compatible, right? So now if people feel like, well, why get a Switch when you can get a Switch?
Yeah,
A lot of people have been saying you would get the Switch 1 and then eventually go into the Switch 2. To me, I feel
It's
like you
not
would jump
forward
into Switch 2.
compatible, so you're just really wasting your money buying a Switch 1 when it's going to
You
be.
say that, but I started looking up previous stuff and the DS to 3DS, again, obviously their highest selling console still right now as
Well,
of
the
right
3DS
now.
was overpriced, and nobody really was excited about
But
it.
it still sold a lot during that life cycle. So I think like if we look up DS
Well, the
sales,
DS was still like they put out the 3DS because 3D was popular at the time, and people are like, why do I want 3D? Like, what else can it do? And then it was overpriced and nobody bought it. So that one's kind of a hard. Obviously, they were buying the DS because no one was buying the 3DS. So you hope people will be buying the Switch too, and they don't feel it's overpriced.
let me see, because it was 20. Well, yeah, I guess 20. Let's see. So where's okay? I guess this here. So 20. It came out 2011, right? So from 2011, this is 2010, 144, right? Then the end of 2011, 151, right? And
Yeah,
then
that's
end
because
of
people
20
chose the DS over the 3DS. Like, just that was just the
although
fact.
look at this though, 2011 to 2012, 153. That's a big drop. And then 2012, 2014, 153. 2016, 154. So 154.02. So if we were to let's say try to switch related, right? Let's say it did exactly that. So 2010, which is where it ended, which is exactly where this is talking about, 144 to 154 would be 10 million, and it would still squeeze out 10 million technically to outsell
Yeah.
the PS2. We just needed to outsell the PS2.
Yeah, part of this is literally just about it. So this
We
has
needed
nothing to
to-
do with anything. Like Nintendo's made the money, the success is there. I just want it at this point. It has nothing to do
Well,
with
according to
anything
Kit and
logical.
Krista, they
I
said
just
they
fucking
don't
want it.
they don't think
Sales.
Nintendo is aware of or chasing the PS2, and that's been my
They-
theory for years. I think that's
It
why.
wouldn't surprise me, but I don't care. I want it.
I think this new Nintendo, I think they do care.
I think they do care this time, man. I really do.
But they've
I
been
think
gone
this is
for a
different.
couple
The
years
only
now.
way-
So
The only way they care is if Juice is right and it comes out in the fall, and then they price drop the Switch between that direct for the Switch 2 and when the Switch 2 launches.
Yeah,
That's the only way.
they don't care enough to sacrifice profit margin. They're not going to drop the Switch OLED to 250
I want
or
that
something.
fucking W so bad, bro.
They're not going to
want
do
it.
it this year. The price drops
That-
might come next year,
Bro, to be this close is what's pissing me off. It's not
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
like 65
close.
million off or some shit. You're 10. Your fucking baby brother, the DS, is like 5 million away. Come on, bro.
but think
All
about
right,
it.
let's see this. So check this. Oh, that can't be right because that would be devastatingly low.
You're so fucking
Ending
close.
March 2020. Well, no, that's still to March 31st, 2011. Okay, yeah, no, okay, that does make sense. Okay, so and this is like the closest you can. Oh no, I guess it'd be closer would be March 2012, which would be the Wii to Wii U. I'm trying to think of. So 95 million at the end of March 2012, and then the last known figure, 101 million. So that would be, what was that? What did I just say? 95.
Yeah.
So that's 6 million. About it's like 6 million.
Did they release? They released Wii without the GameCube backwards compatible. I don't remember how much cheaper they
wouldn't
were.
outsell the PS2. If that was that.
But imagine, like, I mean, I know Nintendo doesn't follow rules, but this just seems so Nintendo to me. We got the Switch Lite $199.99. We got the Switch $299.99. We got the Switch OLED $349.99, and we got the Switch 2 $399.99 or $449.99. Like, to me, it's so Nintendo to have that pricing structure and have all four systems still be available full price and say, well, the Switch Lite's for the handheld only budget person. You got the Switch regular for $300. You got the OLED for $350, and you can get the Switch 2 LCD screen for $400. Like, that just seems so Nintendo to me.
I would argue that would make the Switch still sell then in that case. If you have three other figures of Switches that are still lower than the Switch 2, you might still grab that title. And I'm going as low as possible. Like, I'm saying 5 million this year and 5 million next year still reaches that possible. That still reaches.
Yeah,
no
I
matter
think
what. Just
I
5
think
million.
it will pass it. I'm just saying.
It has to. It
But,
has to.
Yeah, my ego won't let it slide.
I
Did you
can't
want-
stand to feel that. Oh,
To be that, not to be this close. Not to be this
I know.
close.
Because you're never
Especially
going to
the
get
level
this
of di-
close again.
Well, yeah,
No, you may not ever get that
even
again,
the
yeah.
Switch 2, although I do think will be successful, I don't think it will be nearly as successful as like
Not even
this.
close.
80 to 100.
So what's gonna bum me out is to fucking see them get. It's like getting to the fucking goal. You fought past every single console. Your two last opposition is your baby brother, the DS, and the motherfucking demon that is the PlayStation 2 that all of a sudden has 160 million.
Yeah.
Kind of pisses me off. That shit still makes me mad. Where the fuck did you get 160 from, bitch? I haven't heard that at all until like this year. Last year, I mean. I'm like,
When was the PS2 come out? What year was that? Because they're gonna end up trying to release a 25th anniversary retro console that will count towards the sales of the PS2
Yeah.
somehow.
2003?
Hey, I appreciate Visor Grunt. I
2002.
appreciate people for being optimistic, but Nintendo's not dropping the prices of any of the Switches. I'll bet anybody right now.
Did you wanna?
That I don't know. I'm not 100% sure they will drop it. To be honest, you would think they would, but at the same time, I'm like,
You know
If
what
they
the holiday
bought- I think
bundle is
if
going to
they-
be? It's going to be
if
Mario
they-
Kart
if they
8
bought-
Deluxe, Switch and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Switch OLED Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then no bundle for the Switch 2.
To be fair, I think they would bundle.
Well,
That's the
still
thing
though.
I would expect them to do. Instead of price drop, they would bundle. I was gonna say though, did you want to get into
Yeah, we
the
can hit
gaming
the sales.
sales?
Yeah.
Do you want
some
to
crazy game sales, man.
Do you want me to start at the bottom and work my way up, or
Sure.
start at the top? Okay,
Bottom.
so Luigi's Mansion 2 is on here. It's at 180 million.
180
Oh,
million.
what?
Damn, that's the highest selling game of all time.
Nah, I'm sorry, man. 1.8 million. 1.8 million.
1.8. Jesus.
What? You
For a
surprised?
$60 3DS or 3DS
It's
port.
also, hey, look, that's that
Yeah,
switch
we
effect.
do it.
A little bit above that is 1.84 million. Is Mario and Luigi Brothership, which I'm glad to see it sold well. I need another one because I'm afraid they're gonna. Oh, it didn't sell enough because some of the best-selling games were like 5 or 6 million. It's another Mario RPG, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door at 2.06 million.
Hey,
Above that is Zelda Echoes of Wisdom at 3.40 million.
I'm seeing 3.9 million.
What the fuck? Okay, what are we doing here?
Where are you looking? Which way are you looking?
I
at?
was looking at the report that they had
Let me
on
see.
here. Are they lying?
I didn't think Luigi's
Wait,
Mansion was that
one
high.
says 3.4.
Oh yeah, and it gets even higher. So then we have, because Mario Party Jamboree, I guess, is the fastest selling Mario Party apparently at 6.17 million.
Did you say Echoes of Wisdom? Sorry, I was reading the chat.
Yeah, Echoes of Wisdom is 3.40 million.
That's decent.
Let me see. Jamboree's at 6.17 million.
That's crazy.
Wonders at 15.51
Damn.
million. And then right above it
New
is
Super Mario Brothers U, baby.
Nintendo Switch Sports at
Oh.
15.74
Yeah,
million.
that shit skyrocketed. Man. Where did that come from?
And
I don't
now
remember
it's
that being that high.
now
I
it's
remember
New
it
Super Mario
being
Brothers
9.
U Deluxe at 18.06
Yeah, it's the better
million.
game. Deserves it.
Wow, that's crazy. Super Mario Party at 21.10
Jesus,
million.
20 million for that game.
Holy shit.
Then we got
The game
Tears
I
of the
don't own. Crazy.
Yeah. Then we got Tears of the Kingdom at 21.55
Back-to-back Zelda
million.
selling 20 plus.
Now here's the Pokemon. Here are the two Pokemons, and the difference is pretty small.
That just tells you the Pokemon fan base right there. 25 million. 25.
No, 26.
26 million.
26.
26.38 for Scarlet and Violet. 26.60.
Actually,
for
cut
Sword
that
and
in
Shield.
half. There's only
That's
only
crazy.
13 million Pokemon fans all buying 2 copies.
No, what the fuck? Don't do that. Don't disrespect us like that. Then you got Mario Odyssey's almost at 30. It's at 29.04 million.
That's gotta be highest selling
Damn.
3D platformer.
Legend of Zelda Breath of
yeah.
the Wild at 32.62 million.
Damn.
Smash Ultimate at 35.88 million. Animal Crossing at 47.44 million.
Holy shit.
We thought it was
And
gonna
then
pass Mario
almost-
Kart, but it didn't.
And then the
Remember
King and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at 67.35.
Counting all those
million.
bundled free copies at
I mean, you technically, I don't know.
I don't know
Are they
how
counting?
many. I wish they would say that, to be honest with you. But
Yeah,
you
they
gotta
don't really
figure
break
each
it
year
down,
at least
so-
3 million every holiday is.
even if it was half, that's still crazy.
But I do want to
Obviously,
put
it's
this in
not-
context. The reason why the Mario Party Jamboree one's kind of crazy to me because Mario Party
Oh, yeah.
Jamboree came out was it October?
Yeah.
So that's only like 2 months of data. It's like
Yeah.
October, November, December, and it's like, oh my god, bitch.
6-something million. Like, dude, that's again still setting records. That's
I don't
what
know
I'm
if an
saying. This
Xbox
shit-
game's ever sold 6 million copies. Ever.
I'm pretty sure. I'm sure like Halo.
Oh,
3
by the
did.
way, someone did break down how many number of first party million sellers per console. The list is. Do you want to guess the top?
I think
want
I
me to start-
seen.
I actually saw
I
this
saw
one.
it.
Yeah.
Did you? Damn it.
I don't
Yeah.
remember it
The
though.
li-
Okay,
the
you
list-
want to go? Okay, Name
not
a
for just
console.
Nintendo.
Name a console. It's including handhelds, mind you. I would say I'm gonna go for the. What's the highest you think an Xbox console got?
For
Out
million
of the-
sellers on a
I'm
system.
gonna go. Let me see. How many is this? 1, 2.
I'm gonna guess like 7.
7.
6.
No, well, no, but we're not
7,
talking. We're talking about
8,
everybody,
9,
right? Third
10.
party
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, all third parties.
I'm saying.
No. This is
27.
just first party million sellers. Is what they're
Oh,
counting.
first party. Oh man.
Yeah,
I'd
first
say-
party million seller.
The most on an
6.
Xbox, maybe 7,
No, higher.
11.
9.
Higher than both of you.
15.
Higher.
21.
A little bit higher.
22.
22.
23.
One more. It's 23.
23.
On what? The
The
360?
That's the 360,
Yeah, that's
I'm assuming.
360. Do you want to guess how much the Xbox One had?
1.
7?
No, it had
No,
Gears.
Ro-
3.
Robert's right.
7.
7.
Oh, it's
Well, I
7?
said 7 for
Yes.
the last one.
We did,
And then
yeah.
the original Xbox is the lowest with the PlayStation 5.
That's the lowest? The original Xbox is the lowest?
And PS5
Well, only 20 million install base.
at 5. At 5 apiece. They have
Well,
5
hold on
apiece.
a second, though. 20 million install base, but remember the Wii U had 13 and it still had more than.
Yeah.
That is true. The Wii U is at 20. The Wii U has 20.
Oh, that's crazy! Then. Wait, no, that's a crazy number.
The Wii U,
Mhm.
fun fact, the Wii U beat the PlayStation 4, but guess how? But question, by
Wait,
how much?
what?
Yeah, guess by how much? How
1.
much? You're
Oh,
right.
it's one,
Exactly.
yeah.
It was 1. The PS4 has 19, and the Wii U has 20.
So that means so Sony first party 19.
Now the PS3 is the next one on the list. How much do you think the PS3 beat the Wii U by?
I say
Uh,
a couple.
It probably got to be a decent amount, so I'll say like 8 more. So
1.
28.
1 more.
One more.
Damn.
So the
Really?
PS3 is at 21, the Wii U's at 20, and the PS4 is at 19.
Dude, if these companies sold Wii U numbers, they'd be gone.
Mhm.
Because
If you wanna
nobody does
go-
like Nintendo.
Which PlayStation console do you think is the? Well, actually, I think I already
PS2.
spoiled it. No, it's not.
PS1.
PS2. Yep, the PS1
Wait.
at 49.
Damn.
49 as in Sony first party.
Yeah,
49?
yeah.
Damn.
And the PlayStation
That's
2
really-
only the PlayStation 2 only had 30.
That really shows you the difference in how many like games they make
Mhm.
compared to nowadays. It's crazy.
Fun
Holy
fact.
shit. Damn.
Which console do you think is right under the PlayStation 2?
Right
It's-
under?
It's a home console.
Wait, every game out of every console?
Yeah,
The
but it's a
Wii?
home console.
Super
It's not
Nintendo.
a
The Wii?
Robert is a generation behind is ahead.
GameCube.
Game
Yeah, yeah. The
Okay.
GameCube was at 26 and the PlayStation 2 was at 30. The
What?
top
I
three
mean, but that is so different though, because we're talking 157 million and you're talking 27 million. Like the fact that it's even
Now-
close makes no sense.
we know
That's
that
crazy.
the Nintendo Switch is number 1 on
Yeah, but
here.
if you look at all the other software sales, I bet you it's GameCube's not even close to the competition.
now we know the Switch is the number 1, right? There's the top 3 are all Nintendo. Or the top 3 are just Nintendo.
Makes sense.
What are the other 2 Nintendo?
That means it's gotta be DS. That's DS and Wii.
No, it's
Game
the
Boy?
DS is one of them, but you're pick another one. It's DS and something else.
Game Boy.
Super Nintendo?
No,
Oh yeah, probably Game Boy or something.
nope. The Game
Wait,
Boy's on there,
Advance?
but the Game Boy's under. Nope, not the Advance either.
GameCube.
3DS?
No. What'd you
Not
say, Robert?
3DS?
Yeah, 3DS. So
Really?
the Switch has 72, the DS has 55, and the 3DS
That's a
has
big
50.
gap already.
Damn, the
And the
3DS.
3DS has
3DS had a good first party lineup.
Oh no, it did. The Game Boy is right under the original PlayStation because the PlayStation is number 4,
Damn.
and then the Game
That's
Boy's
nuts.
5. So
So
out
hold
of the
on, so
top,
it goes Switch 70 and then drops down 20 and goes to DS? That's
yeah,
crazy.
well, yeah, it's like
What's
72
the
to
Xbox's
55.
total? All
Are
4
you-
systems. Does it
All
have
4
any ser-
systems. The 360 has 23. The Xbox One has 7, so that puts you
30.
at 30, and then the original Xbox has 5. So
What about
35?
the series? Oh, they don't have game sales on the
they don't
series.
they don't have anything on here for the Series X.
They don't
even
sell it.
include
They just Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly. So 35, which is
I was
still
correct.
not even as much as the N64s. The N64 had 37.
And the N64 had like one of the smallest libraries of all
Crazy.
time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the kicker is also that the Wii is right above the 64. It's at 40.
And
So
the
out of
irony of
top-
like
Go ahead.
for me, the irony was like the GameCube was so high, but that's the only system I've ever owned, Nintendo system, where I had more third-party games than first-party. Like, other than indies and stuff on the Wii U, but as far as like retail games, like physical retail games, I had like twice as many third-party games on the GameCube as first-party, and that still had like a really good first-party sales on a
Yeah.
20 million install.
if I'm
It's
looking
crazy.
if I'm looking at the top 10, 8 out of the top 10 are Nintendo systems. With PlayStation
Well, my
2 and
buddy
Wii.
at work was right. He said if only people wouldn't buy Nintendo hardware if it wasn't for their games being exclusive. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah, but
absolutely.
you could also say people wouldn't buy Sony and Microsoft if they only had their games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
their
it's-
library
it's-
is it's Nintendo's it's who they are, their game library and their IPs and their that's what
Which is
carries
why
them.
they can release the system. Again, Sony and Microsoft, they have to release system because to rely on other people's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo can release a system because they can rely on their system and their stuff, which is more impressive in my opinion. But hey,
They did also include the PlayStation Portable on here too, and did they include the Vita? I don't even see the Vita.
and the Vita, I'd be surprised.
No, I think
that
it's
was-
just
Probably
it's
didn't
just
have
the-
one.
How much do you think the original PSP had then?
that's got to be a decent thing. That's got to
I'd
be
say
like 23.
12.
You're both too high.
Really?
Oh, too high.
Juice
Wait,
is
what did you
closer.
say? 12?
Yeah, it's
We'll say
a little-
8.
It's
Yeah,
that's it. It's 8. It's 8.
Wait, the PSP?
Yeah.
Nope. People
It's
pirated all the games.
It only beat out the Xbox One by one game.
Isn't that crazy? Like
Yeah.
I don't know why I made this argument in 2018 with
What about
a
the Vita?
with a fellow Nintendo guy turned
They don't
Xbox,
have the Vita on here at all, dude. I don't even see the Vita on here.
and it was
Which is a
Xbox
little surprising.
Xbox One generation. Game Pass gets announced. Had dude trying to sell me on it like it was a damn pyramid scam trying to get me to buy in. And I said that Game Pass only exists because their best selling game is like 4 million. That's like the best they can do with like a Gears 4 or Gears 3, whatever it was, Gears 4, I think. That's the best. Game Pass only exists because they're not getting the game sales that Nintendo gets, and some of Sony's games were getting, and the PS3 and PS4 are, they don't get that much now. And he got so mad at me. No, they've been planning this for years. This has been their long-term plan. I'm like, no. If their games were selling 10, 15, 20 million copies, Game Pass would not exist. Period. End of story. I don't know how you can debate that. Like, why would you kill your game sales if you had them? If you were selling 20 million, 10 million on average, with peaks in the 20, 30, 40 million range, you're not going to release Game Pass and lose all those sales number. It just wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That's why Nintendo
no,
doesn't
agreed.
have to do it. And I don't care if it was something they thought of 2 years before that, but the writing was on the wall. Like, PlayStation might have to consider doing it now. Their games aren't selling. Like,
I think that's why the PC releases are kind of like they're still console exclusive, but like.
but I don't
you
know
can
how
get 'em on
many
PC.
how many sales they're actually getting. Like, I don't see you don't see any
That's some
numbers.
decent amount.
I think they're doing
But-
fine.
What do you
I don't
think?
I think Spider-Man
But I think people
will
should.
do
I think people
well.
should acknowledge how quickly some of these games are jumping from PlayStation 5 to just straight to PC. Like, as of right
I
now,
don't
the
think
only game I think it is that we don't have on PC is probably Astrobot. I think that's literally
You say
it.
quickly. The only ones that have been quick are the ones where it's like, hey, Last of Us Part 1, PS5 and PC, Last of Us Part 2 remaster.
Well, I'm saying,
Like-
when I say quickly, I mean like the gap is shortened with each release. Like we went from like being like a couple of years out to now it's like a year and a half.
I think
and then
Spider-Man
think
2
recently,
is the quickest, wasn't it?
yeah, it's about a
Well,
little bit like
Spider-Man 2 was apparently 50% worse than the original release in terms of sales.
that doesn't.
But
surprise
even
me.
then,
Crazy.
it was still like close to a year, wasn't it? Like 9 months.
Yeah, it was about a year. It was like
Or a
a
year.
year.
I don't care. Like,
What?
honestly, I don't
Was
care.
it over a year?
It was about a year because it came out like late
I
2020.
thought it just came out recently because I see people we're talking about mods already hitting.
Yeah, it was like
Spider-Man 2.
Oh
it was-
my
it was in
god!
January.
Yeah, Spider-Man. Wait,
That came
it was
out
in
in
January.
2023.
2023. It came out the same day as A Wonder. Remember? So it was October 2023.
So about a year.
It was over a year.
A year and-
But
a year
still-
a couple months.
It's quicker than 4 years, but I don't
Yeah, 'cause
even
originally
like.
we
I don't
were-
even care if they do it 6 months after. Like, honestly, it don't matter to me. But it's not like you don't know either. Like, I don't think Astrobot's coming to PC. I mean, it might, but
I
I
don't
mean,
think
literally every other Sony.
yeah,
game
but you
exclusive.
gotta. If you don't have a DualSense, you're not gonna play it. So you can't play with the
That's
Xbox
true.
controller.
That's the only one I think is debatable, personally.
I mean,
Like Ghost
but
of
Sack
Ghost of
on a Nintendo
Yote
Store-
will probably end up on PC because the original Tsushima's on there.
I wonder how Returnal works with a regular controller without the secondary fire
I don't know.
because
Not
that works
sure.
by pressing
what
the
I'm-
trigger fully. You press it halfway,
But,
it
like,
pulls up
can't
your
you-
sights.
I mean, regardless, even on PlayStation, you could turn it off. So I'd assume there's a way to play it anyway. You know?
That's what I'm saying. Like I think literally the PS5's entire library. Oh,
I
at
don't
least
know why
first
you do
party
that. 'Cause that seems
library.
like it's uncomfortable. You have to like kind of force your finger in a certain area.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To
It would
trigger it.
suck without. It doesn't have to like be. It could be lighter. I don't see it completely removing it, but who knows? Maybe.
But I think by the end of the PS5 generation, every first party PS5 game will be on PC. Like everyone, all of it.
Well, the only one missing right now is Astrobot, right?
Yeah,
So it's not.
Astrobot, and when Ghost of Yotei comes out, I'm pretty sure there'll be a PC announcement, probably within
Yeah.
the year. Like it just that's the money isn't there for them.
Yeah, I honestly think the PS5 is almost like the Wii, where it's just so many casuals are not just buying PlayStations and not buying their games. Like when I picked up Stellar Blade, the dude was like, "What's this game?" And I was like, he couldn't even tell the name because it's like the font's kind of funny. It's like Stellar Blade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is this good? I was like, oh, I said demo's great, and I think it's gonna be pretty good. And he's like, man, all I play now is I play 2K, Madden, and Call of Duty. It's pretty much all I'm playing.
Yeah.
And GTA. He's like, I gotta get out of it. I gotta get back to. I used to play more single player games and stuff, and I didn't know. And he's like, that's who owns a PS5. Those are the types of people that own PS5s. I feel the majority. Like
That's
obviously 70 million sold. I bet you 60 of them are guys like that.
every
Oh.
console has its casuals, and for PlayStation, that's their casuals. Is the Call of Duty, GTA, like NBA games. They're not playing like people like to talk about the difference between Xbox and PlayStation. PlayStation does have a couple of their exclusives that stay on their list of games that get played, but like it other than that, like it'd be like 3 titles. The other 7 are like identical to Xbox's. It's always like it's always like all the major releases, like GTA 6 when that comes out. That'll be the biggest casual release ever.
That's gonna sell 20 million copies on PS5 in like a month. And the next best, like
I think
Sony's
that
best
is day
game,
one.
Sony's best sales in a month.
Yeah, I don't think in a month.
It's
I
probably
think
a
that's
couple
gonna
million.
be
That's probably like day 1 or week 1.
honestly this GTA 6 is gonna be the biggest entertainment launch.
Yeah.
Period. Like not even
Yeah.
just the biggest entertainment launch.
Do you think Xbox guys will actually shell out money to buy it?
Absolutely. This is the one game.
Yeah, that would be the game to do it.
both console people are waiting for. It's like it's not even
Yeah.
like this is their game that they're waiting for. Like they
Although
don't care about no Halo, man. They want GTA 6, man. That's
Speaking
what they want.
speaking of sales, funny enough, and I think this isn't really surprising, but it is funny they brought it up that the Xbox Series X actually sold less in 2024 than it did in 2023, and people were just like, "Yeah, just turn it."
Well,
off,
according to
dog."
this, I watched this video that showed all the console sales like in towers, like it was one of those to scale ones. And they had the Series X and X combined at 26 million right now.
That's what I was seeing. That was like,
yeah, it's at 26.
like, oh, what the hell? That's so weird.
It's so bad.
But I'm not surprised, man. Like I know
they've
people,
undercut the console.
And I bet you more than half of
undercut it.
those are the Series S. They didn't say, but I bet you like 15 of that is the Series S.
Wouldn't surprise.
Or 12.
That's the one thing. A lot of people online were like, because the conversation's been coming up, like, oh, well, Xbox is trying to be something different. I'm like, yeah, but why did you make a box that like no one's gonna? And it'd be different if your box wasn't like if it was just the S, I would probably feel differently about it. But you also made the X. What is the point of the X if you really were gonna undercut your console sales by making everything a quote unquote Xbox? You've made everything an Xbox now. Your PS5 is getting for Xbox, PC, laptops, phones, and then you're porting games, and then eventually when the Switch 2 comes out, you know they're about to get like the majority of your library. You know the 2 or 4
Well,
games.
they
you're
are
actually
they were
buying.
a software company first and foremost, Microsoft. So I guess it's coming full circle.
full circle. They're going
I'm just-
back to the roots.
It is, but like, bro, if
You don't buy
waste money on this
Activision. I
box.
think T made this point. You don't buy Activision Blizzard to just try to sell games on your system. It just makes no sense.
I think in the 360,
But that would have been
if
so much smarter, bro.
In the 360.
this was Microsoft, I think they would have been going
For sure.
crazy with
Yeah.
exclusives, you know,
It's
I
just-
think when Phil came out there and talked about, oh, the generation we were supposed to win and we didn't win, that was like it. And I know he's talking about
Yeah.
the 360 generation. The 360 generation was their strongest generation and they still came in third place by the end of it.
Remember, we used to think the Xbox One was such a failure, and it settled at 58 million. That was pretty decent.
Was it 58 million?
Yeah.
It's
thought it
not
was like 40
bad.
something.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
The last I saw was
For
58.
58?
Maybe that was wrong, but
I might have to look that one up. But
well, here's the thing, like, if you made, it's the whole. I mean, everything's on PC, so it's like once that became a thing, then it's hard to say. But imagine Doom.
Yeah, 58 is what I'm seeing.
You know,
I
the
didn't know it
next
was so much.
Skyrim. You got
yeah, it's a little surprising.
what else? What other big like Call of Duty? Imagine they said, you know, Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox. I mean, they'd be losing tons of
Yeah,
money.
they would
but
dominate. They would win. They said Minecraft you can only play on Xbox now. What? Huh?
Yeah,
No, they win.
that's why I thought it was crazy. When it was
dominate.
like, I'm like, why is
They'd
it
have
that
more-
you required all these studios? We're like, well, we're gonna do it for everybody.
But I
Hey,
get it. It's not.
do you
You know, it's
not
a
like
different
money?
era. A different era. But
No,
like,
I
if
think
it
that
was
man- I think-
360 Microsoft, they would have like literally if that same mentality went into there and they owned all those companies, there would be no more PlayStation.
There wouldn't.
Like I really believe it. I think
They
if we went
burned-
back in time.
I think the problem is their first party releases, and I think they're just like, because I'm be real with you, this gen has been terrible for them first party wise. Like I've never seen. And granted, the Xbox One
Unless you
wasn't
count
the same.
Bethesda.
No, Xbox One was worse. Xbox One was horrible.
every game
There
they
was
released was a
nothing.
6 out of 10. At like people were like,
Bro,
I think late. Okay, like, here's the thing. Late Xbox One was really bad. I think early Xbox One.
what was
was
early
terrible.
Xbox? What was like literally? What was early Xbox One?
If you were talking about
I don't
like
remember.
Sunset Overdrive, Rise, Thunder Rome, Killer Instinct, those-
No,
No,
You
no,
get
no,
Sunset
no,
Overdrive.
yeah,
those
yeah,
were the
Yeah,
best of the
Rise.
generation.
it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible,
Wasn't
but it,
great.
but it was better than fucking State of Decay
And Crackdown.
and Crackdown. But like the
I
problem
think they
is,
review like the same.
Well,
and
Forza
they
Horizon
like the
4
same.
was late. That was 2018. That was their best reviewed game on the
Yeah,
system.
that was weirdly late. I thought that one would have been out earlier, personally.
Well, they had 3, and then they had 4, and then Gears 5 was pretty well received. That came out 19, I think.
Halo 5 is
20.
still well received.
I think Gears might be the last.
I think
one.
Halo 5 was initially well received, but I honestly,
I think it's
I
longevity.
think that is not viewed as a very good game.
No, well, yeah, I think looking back, like people like don't like to talk about it, but I don't know. I played very little bit, but in the end of the day, like that was literally I think the worst, console I ever owned was the Xbox One. It was
it was
just
the
so
most pointless
depressing.
console I've ever owned.
It
The
was
One
so-
S.
yeah.
It's like
I
And
remember
especially
that.
once I bought my laptop, it was like, oh, I literally will never turn this game on. I didn't
That-
play a single game after that. I
To be
just
fair,
only watched
I-
Blu-ray.
I just ran into that with the Series X because the moment I built my PC and I started gaming on my PC, I went, "Damn, I haven't got this
Exactly.
console on." in
that's
like,
why I was like, dude,
like
why
3 months.
when you bought that Xbox, you were just hankering for a 9th gen console. It's like, dude, you're so into PC gaming. It's makes the least sense out of anything.
Oh, absolutely. I recognize that. That is very much a.
Well,
I never
listening
owned an
to
Xbox console.
the Recipe, I think it's called. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
that's what it's called. Yeah, that's what he's calling
Yeah.
it.
He starts games on Xbox. So sounds like he plays mostly on PC, and it's like why have an Xbox at that point? Unless I just don't get it. Unless you wanted to have a second console, like hey, I'm gonna play on the PC. And kids or whatever can play on the Xbox. That's one thing, but to have
I mean,
to
I
be a
guess
single
if you have that
guy,
setup-
like because your graphics card now is definitely beyond the Series X. Oh, you don't have.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember
Wait,
if
what
you
do you have?
upgraded
What do
your
you have right now?
CPU yet or not, but
The CPU is the 7800X3D, if I remember correctly.
oh, you did upgrade.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like
And
the best
then-
gaming CPU you can get.
No, the next one is like.
Well,
no, 'cause people
now
get
there's
the
a newer
98
one now, but that was
Yeah.
the gaming piece CPU.
And then the graphics card is a. Oh God.
it's equivalent of like a 4080, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah. I bought that. I bought that last year and put it in like my old rig, and then
That's
I built
more
my
powerful
new
than
rig
the
and moved it. Oh God. A lot of people don't think that's happening. Do y'all even think we're still getting a PlayStation 6, considering how things
At
have
some
been moving?
point, but who knows?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Maybe
Xbox
like
is
3 years from now.
Xbox is talking about how everyone keeps saying handheld. I maybe that's a
Why?
better space for them, but they're gonna be competing
That's
with
gonna
Steam
sell
Deck.
even worse. I'm gonna be completely honest with everybody right here. Like the Xbox handheld is gonna sell horribly worse.
You know why the Steam Deck sold? Because Steam
Plus, they
Library.
expect that. I would say
Yeah,
expect
because
that
they
feature.
didn't have to like buy brand new games. If you
People
already
have
have
Steam
library.
libraries. Steam Deck is a selling point. I bet you the other ones, the Rogue Ally and all, I bet you those aren't even are a fraction of what this. And even then, T said 10 million, but everything I've seen, people are saying they think the Steam Deck's around 3 million lifetime as of like last summer. And there's no way it sold
Damn,
7
3 million.
million.
Jesus.
Like that, I looked. I mean, swear I could not find numbers, but everyone's best
Yeah,
guess
like,
was was around 3 million lifetime last summer. So that's a success for them, but Xbox isn't going to
yeah,
sell 3 million as a handheld. There's no
they don't
way.
really. I guess they don't really give data on that. No,
I
Do
and
they
if this
have
imagine if the Steam Deck was just available in stores, I might have freaking bought one. Spontaneous buy, like, oh, I got
it
money in
is
my pocket.
surprising they don't.
Ooh, here's a
It's I'm
Steam Deck
surprised they
OLED.
haven't.
Like,
Well, that I think that one. Unfortunately, I think the Steam Deck was very much meant to be like. I'm not gonna say niche. What's the word I'm looking for? I guess.
well, you have
Well,
to
no,
buy it through
kinda-
Steam.
kinda
You have to
niche.
order it through Steam. You have to be.
So yeah,
a
it
Steam
technically would
person.
be kind of a niche product. It's for people who play PC.
You can
and
get
game on
Windows
PC.
on it, but it's really complicated and it's not. It's like He said it was just an update, but God of War ran so poorly via, like, that might have been a Steam game actually. One of the Windows performance on Steam's not great, but like, I mean, for how much that his OLED version was, I mean, it's PS4 graphics on the go, but it was running. Yeah, maybe there was a patch or an update that needed to do, and it's running smooth, but it just wasn't that impressive. Like, I thought it would be way more impressive seeing PC gaming on an OLED screen, and I got it in my hand, and I'm just like, I wasn't impressed. Like, not even if it was running smooth, it wasn't like, oh my god, this is so beyond like what the Switch can do. It just didn't feel like that. So I just think, honestly, at this point, I've been calling out Microsoft, or kind of a little bit more focused on PlayStation, obviously, in the last few years. But I had the 1S. My buddy gave it to me. I was playing Forza, and I didn't have a decent. My PC wasn't even that great, and it still looked so much better. It ran at 60 FPS, and I was like, I have what I think the Switch 2 is gonna be for me for third party multiplats. I'm like, yeah, I can play Forza Horizon 4 on my TV on the series or the 1S, but God, it's choppier because it's 30. It looks way less impressive, and that's what I feel like Switch 2 games are gonna be like. If GTA 6 comes to Switch 2, it's gonna be so inferior visually. Like Elden Ring, those games are gonna be so inferior visually. Like, I just can't see myself caring about those. Not to get off, I guess we could switch topics, talk about
No,
some.
I mean, no, that's
You want
fine.
to switch to the
Yeah.
question? 20 questions.
Oh, is that what you want? Oh, that's right. You did say that.
I
Let's-
had a 20. I had a 20.
Let's end it with
questions
that. Let's talk about the supposed Take-Two saying they're gonna support the Switch 2. A lot of people are trying to figure out what does
Yeah.
that mean.
Yeah. Also.
Yeah,
said
but that
something.
was in an investors meeting. I think like that's just PR speak.
Does that
I'm pretty sure
mean-
that's-
Also,
pretty
Let's make sure
that was
2K is always there. Let's give them some old games, or does that mean you're gonna get Red Dead Redemption 2, GTA 5,
Yeah.
and possibly GTA 6? I don't see GTA 6.
I
on Switch 2.
I
don't
can
see
see
GTA 6.
I can
No
see
way.
I can see Red Dead 2. I can see Red Dead
Yeah,
2.
Red Dead 2.
GTA 5.
Whatever. They don't really release it. I mean, if it's Take Two, that means Borderlands 4.
Yeah, because we have 1 through 3.
literally have 1 through 3 on Switch.
I am
and-
not. Honestly, I'll be real with you. If Take Two is being serious, I expect GTA 5 like launch. That better be like launch.
I think no, put Red Dead 2 at launch. I think that'd be more impressive for people.
Yeah.
I think it'd be more visually impressive, but I think if they want more money,
Unless Nvidia's
do.
got some
I
magic
mean-
up their sleeves, man. I don't see GTA 6. I don't see, like, even a game like, speak Sandstorm's here. Black Myth Wukong struggles on the PS5. Let's just be real. It's the 60 FPS. I don't even know why. It's just frame generation.
where does it hang the most of the time?
You can
frame
play
rate
this
wise?
performance mode, but it's just frame gen. It's just fake. It's 30 FPS with fake frames that make it look smoother. but it's a 30
Mm.
FPS game. Just looks smoother because
Okay.
of the fake frames, and the foliage and stuff just looks so bad. Yeah, the 30 FPS mode's fine, but that game's, I mean, apparently on PC it's really impressive, but that game's struggling on PS5. I think a lot of upcoming games are gonna kind of struggle. And like Silent Hill 2 has some issues, some
Really?
on the base PS5. Like Alan Wake 2 wasn't great. Didn't have great the performance mode especially. Yeah, 30, but if it's 30 on PS5, what's it gonna be on? Like, what's Switch 2 gonna have to do to hit 30? You know, like I just don't. I'm not as
Unfortunate-
optimistic for some of these.
In Nvidia, I trust, man. I
It
believe
depends on the.
deals does-
No,
goes
here's the thing.
crazy.
It depends on the game, and it also depends on the company. Because some of these companies want to do some bare bone shit anyway, and just drop a game and be like, "There, it's on the Switch,"
Well,
and we're not really worrying about the minutia.
I think
of
the
it.
handheld's still gonna, just like with the Switch One. I think handheld mode, most of the games are gonna look great. They're gonna look fine, but when you blow
But
it up on
playing
your
on-
TV, that's where I think it's,
Yeah,
like, there's no way I'm gonna pick up Elden Ring on the Switch 2 and play that instead of the PS5 Pro version. There's just no way it's gonna be even close.
well, no, but I think it'd be unrealistic to think it was going to be close.
I would
I
say
mean, I think it's gonna. I would say it's gonna be.
I think it'll be
closer than-
closer.
Yeah, I think it's closer than.
I
a
think you're
Switch
gonna
is
be
than this stuff.
Xbox
You know what I'm saying?
One, Xbox One Elden Ring, with just, it's gonna look sharper because of the better upscaling that Nvidia's gonna do.
Which arguably I think is pretty good. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah,
You know?
like the reality is that a lot of Switch 2's third-party support, unfortunately, is going to turn into, I would say, it's slightly better than the Switches, because instead of getting PlayStation 3 and PlayStation and PS2 games that the GameCube and the Wii never got, we'll get like some PlayStation 4 and maybe some PS5 games that'll bleed over.
I don't think
Well,
it'd be maybe. I think you're gonna
Like,
get
I
a
don't,
decent amount.
that Crimson Desert game they're showing, there's no way
I think it
that's
depends on the game,
Switch
Robert.
2.
I think some of them will. You're right.
Yeah,
people
but
are-
again, like
You'll
we're-
get
I'm
Monster
talking
Hunter
about-
Wilds. You'll get some.
Well, yeah, for the companies that know the money's there, will
Yeah.
get certain titles. Like Capcom, I'm not really worrying about.
Square's
Square,
gonna be all in.
Square, I'm
They're
not
gonna be
really
all
worried
especially
about too
games that
much.
have to come out and still be PS4, work on PS4.
But there's
like-
gonna be certain games that you're still gonna be like, that's not getting a Switch release.
I think a built
Or-
from the
Well,
ground
yeah.
up.
Or it's gonna be one of those. You'll get it in like 6 months to a year later.
I just think it's the games that are over budgeted, bloated, big ass games that'll come out 6 years.
The big
that are
back,
actually
the big
not-
back games.
the ones that are actually coming out on PS6 and not this platform. Those games won't come out on Switch 2.
I
'cause you'll
think
see
the
them on
built
Switch
from the
3.
ground up Unreal Engine 5, built for PS5 only games are you're gonna be impossible ports. There'll be some games they get to work. I just think the sacrifices are too much.
I think
I think-
realistically, and I mean this realistically, the PS5 is only going to last for like another 3 years, and then you're going to have a lot of crossing of PS5 to PS6, and
You think the
still
PS5?
a few hang.
You think the
It's
PS5 is
going to
gonna
be
be
out by
20?
2028. You know, it came out 2020, so it's like to me, it's like it's probably 2028. I think Xbox is going to release earlier, maybe even 2027.
So what do you mean?
Maybe-
No,
2026.
I don't.
I hope
think-
Sony
I don't-
doesn't fall for Xbox. Oh, we got to release ours. Xbox. Just let
I mean,
Xbox release theirs.
Xbox is no longer competition for Sony.
Just let them release theirs early and just hold off. And
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think PlayStation looks at Xbox as a competition anymore, because Xbox doesn't look at themselves as.
it
competition
sucks because
anymore.
that does make.
No, I think PlayStation still looks at them as
Really,
Yeah.
They're not
I
gonna
doubt
really.
it.
I don't think they're gonna rush the PS6 out to match the Xbox if the Xbox comes out in 2 years. I don't.
If we're being consistent, I think more than likely the PS6 will be 2027 personally, but it'll be late 20.
2027.
It'd be either be late 2027 or early 2028.
That's only 2 years. That's what I'm saying. Like I just
That
think,
because the 7-year thing is what we've been doing for like the last what couple of generations. Xbox, I think we get something as early. We might get an announcement.
We
this
might get
year,
an
let alone-
Xbox this year. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm
honestly.
saying. I think we might get an announcement this year, and it come out either this year or next year. Like the
and they already
Xbox,
announced it. Remember they talked about it during that.
I don't see Xbox likes to do this. This is why I don't like them with hardware. I almost wish they just wouldn't make hardware anymore, because the hardware is kind of a waste of money in my opinion. Like they haven't really made. I don't even know if they've made their money back on the series yet, if at all.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean,
You only sold 20. What is it?
The,
You said 20-some million is what they've sold for the Xbox Series consoles.
Yeah,
I don't think they made their
7.
money back. They're probably still selling them bitches at a loss.
Well, what I'll say is that to get back to the Switch thing, that I think you'll have, remember, from Microsoft, you're gonna actually get a lot of big games from them. So you're gonna get Call of Duty for the next 10 years. That's huge. You're gonna get you're gonna get maybe CD Projekt Red throws Cyberpunk or something. You'll get maybe some of those late ports like that. But you'll get, I think Take-Two will do like Borderlands 4. That's a current gen game. I think they already gave them Civilization 7 on the Switch 1, and that came out like this month. So it's like that's a current gen game, and that's for Switch 1. So at the end of the day, like you're like, to me, you're going to get a lot of games, a lot of the more important, more popular games on Switch 2. And yeah, you may not get the some other ones, but
I think a lot of it'll be first year. I think a lot of it's gonna be PlayStation 4 level games, with maybe a 1 or 2 crazy PS5 impossible port type games. Like, for example, for Capcom,
what would that even be?
I think for for PS5 impossible games, probably like Elden Ring. They're probably gonna try Elden Ring.
Yeah, but Elden Ring
That's
is
not
PS4,
impossible. It's a PS4, Xbox One game. Those are the
PS4
ones
game.
I expect.
I think people would view it as an impossible game.
No.
Is what I mean.
Yeah,
don't
but that's
think
because
so.
they're stupid. At the end of the day, that's
Those
Look,
aren't
look, if it's
the
gonna
impossible
be as
port
powerful
games
as
are gonna
Console
be
Sonata.
like.
Oh yeah, I was like, you give me a better example because
There is no example. There's no dude. The
Well,
generation barely
let's-
started, but they want to end it.
I
so
would say
quick. This is a
Avatar:
track
Frontiers of
you
generation.
can't say it
Pandora.
barely
Avatar's
started. We're almost 5
Avatar:
years in.
Frontiers of Pandora would be an impossible port game.
Not for Ubisoft. They need that shit. That would be.
That's
impossible
gonna
for
be
them.
what Digital Foundry's gonna make an impossible port, because that's another one.
No, I
that's
know, I know.
Max, that's really pushing PS5.
But that's true. Ubisoft's gonna put the Assassin's Creeds on. Like this console's.
You're
gonna
not
get
getting
the
Shadows.
port. You don't
Yeah,
think
we'll
Shadows gonna be on it?
Any
Shadows actually gonna
game?
be on it.
No,
You don't think so? Isn't Shadows on PS4 even?
no.
No,
Might be
it's
wrong.
not. No, it's not. It's only
not?
on PS. No, I think it's on PS5 only. Well, I mean, it's
Oh,
on
that
that
shit's coming-
generation.
that shit is coming to Switch 2. Absolutely.
I think.
I-
Like,
I mean, they
it
want
has
it
to
to. I don't know. I guess we need to find out
the way
more.
where
but-
we're at currently, I think we're just gonna play the game of like.
They don't
hey,
even look that much crazier than Valhalla, man. And that came out on PS4. So
It's gonna be like, hey, what's up, guys? We're Ubisoft. We're gonna give you everything that isn't like the newest game we just released.
No one's gonna.
I'm telling you,
No one's gonna
Ubisoft,
want
especially
Shadows
Ubisoft,
anyway.
they're gonna cram all their games on.
Like
on Switch
Capcom's
2
gonna be
from now
like,
on.
hey guys, you know those remakes we've been making? We'll put those on Switch. And they're like,
Shadows
oh.
is not such a. It's not a 9-day difference from Valhalla. So it's like that's coming to. Shadows is coming to Switch.
You
2,
sure
absolutely, I
Valhalla's on
think.
PS4?
Yeah, Valhalla's.
What was
is
the
on
last?
PS4.
Well, actually, what was the last new Assassin's Creed the Switch got? Because I know we got those old games, but what
A
was the last?
Switch got? Oh yeah, that was like the old game.
But what was the last new? What was
Assassin's
the
Creed
newest?
4 Black Flag's the newest one on Switch.
Damn. So we're like how many off?
They didn't even
Like,
get
yeah.
Mirage, which is like a throwback.
Well, I will say there's rumors that that's why I'm sometimes nowadays kind of these rumors are a lot of them true actually, but Ubisoft is planning for Shadows, Mirage, they're planning for what was the other ones?
It's all
Oh yeah,
That's
I guess if
insane.
those were on the if their game can run on, like I said, any game that could run on Xbox One is gonna be on Switch too. There's just no question about that. So
And honestly, genuinely, nowadays most games can do that unless you want your company to go bankrupt. That's just the reality of the situation.
but what a
Most of
waste!
these games
What a
that come
waste!
out nowadays.
I mean, the Xbox One install base is twice as large as the series, but what a waste of development time putting out an Xbox One version of a game at this point.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
yeah,
kind
I mean,
of,
then
it's
I-
kind of well. That's why certain games you couldn't find. Like for example, like I couldn't find Persona 3, and that came out
Like
last
Street
year.
Fighter 6 on Xbox One. What do you? How many people think bought it?
I mean, I
So,
have it.
at
so I
least-
can-
But Lenny
least
Wright
one.
brought up a good point.
what?
He's excited to play native developed third-party games for the Switch too. Yeah, like the Mario plus Rabbids is an example on Switch. Just built, Snowdrop made just for the Switch. Looks great. Like yeah, there's gonna be some great games. I'm just saying any
Do we-
game that's gonna come out next year or the year after. That's just 9th gen
My
only.
question
I
is,
just don't.
what
I don't see
which
many of those
company
coming to
would even
Switch 2.
do that? Because, for example, Square is essentially saying we're not doing any more exclusive consoles. That Sony deal hurt them bad. So I know I'm not expecting anything from them. Ubisoft, I
No,
don't
I'm just
think.
saying 9th gen exclusive. I'm not saying PlayStation
Oh,
exclusive.
okay. I thought you mean like. Okay, I thought you meant like
No.
console exclusive.
Any
Okay.
game, Unreal Engine 5 that's going to come out next year, or 2027. I think it's gonna, depending on the game, but like I'll show you this one right here. There's
Do
no
you
way
think
this.
we'll get?
There's
Do
no
you
way
think we
this
get?
game's gonna be on Switch 2. Let me
Do
share
you
it.
think
But
we're gonna?
exactly, you're
Do
gonna
you,
show
but
some
here's my
crazy
question.
game.
But here's my question:
That,
do you
yeah.
think the ones we do get? Do you think they'll be day and date?
I'm
You
not.
think
I
we'll
don't know
start
about
getting?
that.
not at all of them. Like
So
I
this
think
is a
eventually.
9th gen game.
Yeah, and how
Due out
long
next
we
year or
known about this game, man?
2026.
2026.
There's no way this is gonna be on the Switch 2.
And that's fine. That's one game.
No, I'm just saying any game built for the 9th gen only. It's gonna
Oh.
be. There's gonna be.
Robert's like, it's
a
Yeah, but
lot.
I'm saying
video game.
majority
What's
of the
the
games
problem?
are running it because majority of developers are not doing this because they don't want to go bankrupt. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
financially, it's just not worth the money,
In the end of the day, majority of the games will be able to run on
especially
Switch
for a
2.
game that's considered
Unless
a new
you are
IP.
This is probably
irresponsible
PC
with your
footage, to
money.
be honest. This probably
Yeah,
not.
it's gotta be PC footage. I don't even think
That's
I
gonna
don't even
struggle
think-
on PS5.
Yeah, I don't even think this is PS5 footage.
Again,
So-
unless you want to go bankrupt,
oh, ain't
most
no way,
games
bro.
are
This is definitely.
we're not gonna go
Oh my God.
this in terms of budget because they've been working on this game for so long.
There are also, side note, there is a rumor that we're supposedly getting a state of play this week.
They need one.
They do need one because holy shit, what else? Are
This
we
game
playing
looks
besides
ridiculous. Yeah,
Ghost?
this is gonna.
Yeah,
there's no way this
There's
is running
no
on PS5.
way.
Like
There's
it
no
will run,
way.
but it will be 30 and it'll be done.
Like PS5.
The Series S, I don't see the Series S getting this game. 2025 it
Yeah.
says.
to come out on
PS5,
Series-
Steam,
Look,
Xbox Series X and S. So
There you go.
if it can
Of
run
course,
on the
but-
S, then maybe.
That's definitely
Again,
PC footage. Though.
Wait, everything can run.
That's
as,
definitely PC footage.
All they have to do is just downscale the shit out of all this stuff, and technically it can run.
I'm
We're
just
not
telling
in a
people I don't
tournament for it.
expect to like this massive third party support. Not because they won't want to. I just think it's still going to be a big enough sacrifice for some games that say, "No, we're not going to do
No,
that."
I already said
Yeah,
it
yeah.
before. We're not, because it's not handling itself like a traditional console. We're still gonna be. The Switch will still be behind. The Switch 2 will still be behind. It just won't be as behind as Switch 1 was. That's the
I think-
only
I
real
think
difference.
The gap with Switch 1 compared to PS4 and Xbox One, you compare the Switch 2 to PS5 and Series X, it's day and night. I think it's so much closer with NVIDIA DLSS. That shit is gonna get
I might have to get this
90%
game.
of the games.
I'm not
90% of the
I'm not gonna say 9. Okay, here's my question, Robert. How much? What?
Okay. 70% of the games.
No.
70%
My
of the
question is,
games.
what percentage do you think the Switch got of this gen?
Oh, it didn't get. It probably got. I mean, I would probably say it
You know
probably
what
got
game this
six-
is?
Is that Monster Hunter, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't know it had this.
I knew
level
that
of
as soon as I saw
character
the
creation.
what is it?
Yeah,
The power
the
call?
cat thing, right?
The
I think it's
character
the power
everyone's
call.
talking about though is she's coming up. I saw her when I was this one right here.
Oh shit.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Why?
both.
Because she's stacked.
She just got a really good like style on top.
Yeah.
of
Oh,
yeah.
oh no,
She's
she
also
got a good.
stacked.
No, like
She's also stacked. We're not gonna sit here and pretend like
she's a woman, but they also gave her like just
It's
the
a
perfect
woman.
style. They gave her the perfect style. Like
Robert. Look, it's a woman.
it's not just like
Oh, she got, look at her hair.
she's got the
body,
hair,
the
she's got
face.
the face, she's got the curves, she's got the outfit, the style, like personality,
Let's be
everything.
real. Do you? Oh, now I think about it. Speaking of that, do you think we get Monster Hunter? What was it? What was the one that was on PlayStation 4 that Switch never got?
Worlds.
Worlds. Do you think we get Worlds?
No, they're just
No,
gonna
I think
release
we'll get
this.
this one. I think we'll get this one. Yeah. They're gonna try to bro, especially after the Rise sales. You think they don't want to get? They want to shove this game on.
Oh
Switch
yeah,
as
the
soon as
assumption is always gonna be every Nintendo console
What's
is
that
getting a
character's
Monster
name
Hunter game
anyway?
now. Every Nintendo console is getting a Monster Hunter game now. Like I think that's just
Well,
obvious.
again, in my opinion, again, most games are gonna be, will be able to run a Switch. Yeah, you'll have to downsize.
I could be wrong.
some.
I'm gonna say like maybe it's like 90%.
Well, it depends on the developers if they really want to like port it or actually do it. But like
Depending
most
on the
games-
IP, I think you're more like, for example, Monster Hunter. That's almost a guarantee because it's like, bro.
that's a lock, I'd say. If they
That's a
don't do it, that'd
guarantee.
be so strange.
I'm expect Capcom was probably gonna start us with, I would say, Monster Hunter. We'll probably get the Resident
Next
Evil.
Resident
remakes.
Evil will be on Switch. Resident
I
Evil
want
9.
well, we need to get the remakes first before you do the other next Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Come
we
on
need
now.
to get the remakes, but I know they're gonna do it. But they're
We still
gonna
gotta
do
get.
that.
Was it
They're
2,
gonna also
3, and
shove
4?
8 in
Probably,
space.
especially 2 and 3. I know for a fact, but 4 it might be.
Gonna put 8, and then you'll get 4.
Oh, she are
and-
fucking.
She's the Smith.
our,
She's the
Oh,
Smithy.
she's our, oh no, my heart.
working hard.
I'm-
I am.
But I mean, even the hair, like everything. Like I said, I think they nailed every aspect. It's not just it's a well-crafted character.
It's not just
Did
a
you-
drop.
This looks
You
like-
wait till she
Not the
bends
drop is
over to
like-
say some shit like that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
She's
man,
well
look at-
crafted.
you look
Proceeds
good.
to look
This is
down
just
and-
somebody who's maybe in first. Is there a first-person view? Oh no, it looks like a cutscene or something.
Yeah, no, this is a cutscene.
This reminds me of the
And you
kind
know
of
what's
the
going
girl
on,
from Devil May Cry 5. Not in the same. Not like she looks the same, but just kind of gives me the same kind of like.
Are you talking about what's her name? Nico?
Yeah,
The weird the
they could be
country
sisters.
nerd?
I don't know why. It just feels like
I don't know if I'd say that, but okay.
not because
But
they
yeah,
look
so-
us like, just kind of like the same kind of
Oh,
character.
the vibe, the
Yeah.
energy.
This,
Okay.
this game I'm gonna Switch to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see them not.
If they don't, it's very strange to me. I don't know
This-
what the hell
this-
they're doing.
I wonder what version this is because some of the textures look kind of low quality in this. Be curious.
Once again, it's
It's the
enough to
Switch
put on the
two
Switch 2 version. I knew
It
it.
doesn't say.
No, I mean realistically, it's just that's what games look like. Most games don't have every single thing being like.
Only
Okay.
games that are just trying to like, if your goal is to be a graphical showcase, but like, why the fuck would
Yeah,
you
but
do
even
that?
even the most graphical show like Cyberpunk, if you zoom in on the food, it looks like NC4 food. Like there's always gonna be something that looks really bizarre looking. It has to. Like they can't unless the only game that I expect it to maybe hit that is probably GTA 6. It's the only thing that I probably expect where it's like, yeah, the pizza will probably look real
Mhm.
in the stores. Legitimately, it's the only game in existence that I think I would be shocked if there's anything that looks N64 like.
It's just crazy
Yeah.
that we're just over 4 years into this generation. And it's like there's just so little.
Yeah, it's a weird generation, man, and it
I
doesn't
still
feel like
think
it's started.
if you consider yourself like, yeah, I'm a serious gamer, and you don't have a 9th gen console though, then you're definitely missing out on a decent amount of games.
Yeah, I mean, unless you have a PC.
Yeah, but if you can't play 9th gen games, then you're definitely
Yeah, if you
missing
don't
out
have
on some
access-
stuff.
If you don't have access to stuff, then you're missing out on some cool shit, man. Again,
Not so much in
Returnal.
the last couple of years, but like the new Doom, the Dark Ages coming out. You got,
Yeah.
I mean, even, obviously the PlayStation 5 games, whether you have a PC or not, but it's just still 9th gen only games. There's enough
Yeah, I mean,
where
I
I'm
want
like,
to
where
say
I'm like,
from Microsoft, Halo, but then I forget Halo's on Xbox One. Also,
Yeah.
that's weird.
but they
Yeah.
actually they have cut off the Xbox One way sooner than Sony's. And
Yeah.
before, and I made a video about this. I said it looks like Sony and Xbox are swapping strategies because it was smart. I mean, not to get into too much of this, but Xbox guys, oh, that's smart. It's smart to to do the cross gen. Sony's stupid because they said exclusive matter, and then after like a year, I was like, well, I think they've swapped strategies because Xbox. If you look at there's no Xbox One logos on any of these new game announcements, and PlayStation's all of a sudden getting all PS4 announcements.
Yeah.
And they completely flip flopped.
As late as God of War Ragnarok, they had it on PS4.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, by the way, did anyone mention the whole PSN being down yesterday yet?
I don't know.
That
No,
whole-
but
Somebody
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that, I don't know if it was a joke, that they put Concord in everybody's library.
Oh, that was a joke.
Was it? Okay.
That's a joke.
That would've been funny, though.
You go check your shit and be like, whoa, wait a minute, I didn't buy this.
Wouldn't it be funny if they somehow found the code, gave it to everybody, and a bunch of people started playing it?
That'd be crazy.
And then they had to
Or it
uncancel
would
it.
be funnier if they gave it to everybody and still no one played it.
Yeah.
They're
They
like,
wouldn't.
"Oh,
no one
shit."
was gonna. No one was gonna play that.
Yeah, I think that's.
Remember Redfall? There was recently Xbox guy was saying they think they're working out behind the scenes. Like, why? Just why would you even bother? Just move on.
Just take the L.
Yeah.
It wasn't an
Put the
interest. It
positives
wasn't even
out.
an interesting idea. The core mechanics were just so basic and lame. It wasn't. It's not worth it. It'd be stupid if they wasted another dime on that game. But anyway, let's play the guessing game or the 20 questions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all right,
I'll
so
go.
I have obviously I guess it'd just be one because it's 20 questions. So I have a game. I've got a game. So
So
I think it should be.
Yeah, that's how it's
I
working.
think it should be like go back and forth as the
Okay.
question.
I'll let you just go first.
it's a game.
Remember, it's can only be yes or no questions.
Is it a third-party published game?
No.
All
Is
right,
it
Joe.
is it a current gen game, meaning Switch, PlayStation 5, Xbox One?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Good call. Good call.
Hey, that's what I want. Let's get it.
Damn, is this gonna be too easy? This one.
This also means
Not other
also,
ones.
Hold on.
If you get this so quickly.
It also means that it's probably an exclusive if it's not a third-party game.
God, I gotta do a yes or no, so I gotta try to word this better.
I almost
This is
would
the third
would cut it down by console, low key.
You can on your question.
All right, go ahead.
Is it a game featuring a single protagonist?
No.
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 God, I worded that wrong.
Is it on multiple current gen consoles or just one? Wait,
Wait.
is it? Wait, let me rephrase it. Is it on PC?
No.
Okay, so it's console
God,
exclusive.
So it doesn't have it's not a single protagonist.
Not a single protagonist. So that means what? Hold on.
I'm trying to think. Is it a party? Is there a party system?
Yeah,
Is
but
it a...
now you've confused. Now I'm like, wait a minute, because that means it's not. It wouldn't be anything like Tomb Raider or Zelda then, because those are all single player.
Does it feature a party of companions?
Yes.
Okay.
So that probably means it's an RPG.
Yeah.
Is it? I'm at
What number are we on? 5?
This would be
so.
7.
7.
No, this would be
Okay.
7.
Okay.
So it's a part of it. There's no point in asking if it's an RPG. It definitely is an RPG. And it's only on console. Is it only on Switch?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Is it published?
It's probably too easy.
Is it developed by Square Enix?
No.
Oh damn it! That was too quick. That was too basic.
Ooh, wait a minute. It's a party system. I'm trying to think of what other game that would be. Oh,
Yeah, I think
is it developed by Monolith Soft?
yes.
Okay. You got, we have 3 games. We have 3 games it could be.
Is it? No, this is a fake question. Is there an attractive female character? That's a fake question. Is it Xenoblade Chronicles 3?
No.
It's Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yes. God damn it! That was in 11 questions. All right. I got another one. So that was literally 5 minutes. So let's do
You know what I'm
another
saying?
one.
You weren't. You know what I'm saying? You.
Damn. All right. I gotta.
Terrell,
think
you
this
can
would be
go
a tough
first.
one.
All
I
right.
think this would be a tougher one. All right. I
Okay.
got it. All right.
Okay. I don't think you'd be dumb enough to do this. I need to phrase this in the right way.
Oh, where's the chat? Sorry, I didn't have it up.
Did this game come out after 2010?
No.
That's a good
Ooh,
one.
okay.
That's a good one.
I couldn't think of how to phrase it.
So it's before 2010.
that means
Was the developer a Western? Oh wait, was it a Western developer?
No.
All right, so Eastern.
Fuck, that is so. It's, that's not good because it could be everything from like European to
No,
Japanese.
European's considered West.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you considered? Fuck, I'm not gonna-
Japan's the only thing not considered. Japan, China.
Okay,
and
okay.
Korea.
So if it came out before 2010, that means it's PS3, Wii, and back. Was this game? Ooh, hold on. Does this developer still exist?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not one of those like dead developers.
Is the game considered a first party game for the system it's on?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh
right.
God.
It's Nintendo or Sony.
Yeah.
Sega maybe.
Actually, okay, hold on. For the where you said do they still exist? I'll just say it's more they apparently they merged inside it and they
Oh,
morphed.
what the fuck?
This
Hold on,
exact this name technically apparently they don't use it. It doesn't exist. Or
Okay.
They merged.
Oh God.
So if I-
Okay. Ooh.
You could have just said that void that question and asked another one because that was a pretty big hint saying they merged.
It's merge is it
Just say that they're not exist under the same exact name.
yeah, not like the same name.
Okay. Hold on.
Well, don't think too much into that. It doesn't quite help.
So it's
anyway.
a first party Eastern developed game. So we can figure out what
doesn't that its company isn't exactly called.
I would,
what it used to be called.
don't even think about that though. Generally, that's gonna be.
No,
That's gonna make
exactly.
So it could be
Gotta-
anything from Sega, Nintendo, PlayStation.
Kinda
We
complicated.
got to
this a-
narrow it down. We got to narrow that.
Okay. Is it a Nintendo? Was it on? Oh, how do I say this?
I already said it was a first party.
So is it a Nintendo first party?
Yes.
Okay. So that
All
means
right.
it's the Wii. That means it's either the Wii, the GameCube, N64.
Is it was the game originally on a disc-based system?
No.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Okay. Hey. Okay. So that means it's gotta be N64.
Well, it could be handhelds too.
Oh damn it. Well, you know what? Let's kill that out now. Was it on a home console?
No.
Ooh.
Hey, let's go. Okay, wait. Okay, what question are we on, by the way?
So it would be. Well, actually, you know what? I'm trying to
You
think.
should have said
you know-
you should have said like originally on a home console.
Yeah, I'll say originally. Originally, it wasn't on a home console.
That's fair.
Those-
That's
that
what I
means-
kind of figured.
So
whose
But this
question
would be
is
the eighth
it?
question. What Juice is about to say the eighth
Okay.
question.
Okay.
Did the system it was on have two screens?
No.
Okay.
So that means it's ooh
Game
fuck.
Boy Advance, Game Boy Color.
Ooh fuck me. And it's first party. So it's gotta be.
Maybe
How
the
do I
ninth
narrow that
question.
down? Was it on? Oh fuck.
Well, we know it's Game Boy Advance, or Game Boy Color.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm trying.
we gotta
I'm trying to narrow it down. You know, fuck
I don't
it.
know that
Was
that
it-
matters
was it
at
on-
this point.
Was it on the Game Boy Advance?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Fuck. Oh no, it's.
I think I know what game it is.
Go for it. If you want to go for it, go for it.
I mean, hey, if you want to guess it, that could be your question. You could guess it. Yeah.
Can I ask a yes or no question that features multiple things to eliminate?
I mean, I guess if it works.
If
I
it's
mean,
a
it works
yes or
as
no
one
question,
Yeah, as long as it's a yes or no question, I think you're fine.
is it
It works as one question.
is it one of Nintendo's trilogy of Metroid, Zelda, and Mario?
No, that's too
Okay.
much.
That's why I was asking. It's a yes or no question.
Be like, is it in this franchise, this franchise, this
Is it
franchise,
a
this
game in the Mario franchise?
franchise? Yes.
So I think I know what it is.
Wait. It's on the Game Boy. Is it?
Damn it.
And it got ported later.
When we used to play back then, it was like 20 questions to get through the whole thing.
Oh wait, that means if it's in the Mario franchise and it's a game that it hadn't gotten ported later, what fucking game got ported?
Don't worry about it. Just name Mario games on the Game Boy. Just ask if it's.
Is it Super Mario Land?
Yes.
I was gonna guess two, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna pick the game now. I'm gonna.
God damn it.
Let's go.
Man.
I gotta bring it up so I can have all the facts.
The first thing I was looking up was fucking.
I was like, damn it. I thought it'd be. I'm like, that one's
I
done.
was like,
Okay. I got
was
the game
stressed
ready.
out.
I got the stat. I got this. It brought up on
You got it?
Wikipedia so I can answer some questions.
Robert, you go first.
I'm gonna
Does
keep
it
track.
feature
Hold
a
on.
Female protagonist.
Is that your question?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's see. That's
Okay,
huge.
That is
Robert.
huge because there's not a lot of games that do that. I'm gonna narrow this down even more. Is it from the Tomb Raider series?
Damn, dude. That only eliminates a few. No.
Okay.
That's a Robert question. That only eliminates like 5 games.
I only picked one series. I
Okay,
didn't do no crazy.
Is it from well, yeah, did it release? I'm gonna follow your. Did it release 2010 or after? Like after
Yes.
2010.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a newer game.
2010 to 2025. A female
Is it-
protagonist that is not.
Oh,
in
let me.
Tomb Raider
Okay, let me
franchise.
see.
I think you asked like eliminated like one game once or 2 things.
Literally.
Oh, I mean, the only thing I'm missing that means it's not Tomb Raider. Ooh. Ooh. Is there more than one game in this franchise?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, it's either.
Well, Robert's turn.
Let's at 2010 or after. Has multiple.
Games.
Is it yeah, was it a first party game for this company?
Yes.
I have an idea. what
I have
it
an
might be.
idea too.
I mean, I guess 15 questions. Is it this? Is it this?
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
That's
but-
5 questions. Yes, 15
Yeah, it's 5
left.
questions.
Hold on, let me think. Ooh, fuck me. You know what? I could have asked a better question. It's too late now.
It's not too
because
late.
I don't want to.
You can still ask it. Might not be as relevant, but
Maybe it is.
could have
I
been
hate
a better
that
way
waste
to ask another question.
I hate it because I think I know which franchise it's from, and if I ask the
Dude,
original question,
that would be pretty
I
crazy
get
if you
so
did.
deep.
is it? Is it? I'm gonna just ask the question I should have asked. Are there more than 2 games? Are there more than 2 games in this franchise?
No.
What? Are
The
there more
reason
than-
why-
wait, no. There's
Yeah,
only 2
I know. All right, Robert, I have an idea then.
Does it
Come on, think
Is
of a
it this-
game.
the second game in a is it the second game?
No.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna just guess the game because my mind's only thinking of one thing right now. Is it Horizon Forbidden? Not Forbidden. Yeah, Forbidden West.
No.
no. That would be Zero Dawn because it's not
No,
the
Zero
second.
Dawn. God
Either-
damn, I knew
yeah.
I was thinking about it right.
I don't think it's that.
You
anyway.
can
I don't
ask me
think it's
that next time, Terrell.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I don't think it's that.
No,
anyway.
no,
What was
I
that?
don't. No, I don't
That
feel
was
confident.
the 8th question. That was the 8th question.
Yep.
Or okay, so then all right. So, well, I'm assuming it's a.
There's only
it's
2
gotta be a
games.
Sony first party. Let's think. Horizon. You got The Last of Us,
What?
where he plays Ellie for a little
Just
bit.
curious.
in
Why
first
why
one.
are you guys make that assumption?
Wait, hold on,
I
hold
don't know.
on.
Well, what's a female protagonist?
Female protagonist in a first party game. Nintendo.
Oh
I
well,
think-
hold on. I'm thinking first. Yeah, well, I
But
guess
it only
could be-
it has only 2 games.
it could be first party as in Capcom. You know what I mean? Like Capcom made.
Then you might want to narrow it down with your question, sir.
Well, he asked first party. I took it as a first party from the console manufacturer.
Okay.
So that means
That's
it's-
what that means.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like Microsoft,
only-
is there even?
And there's only 2 games in it. There's not more than 2 games.
And Nintendo, what do they got for female protagonist? And
It's not
there's only
Metroid. It can't be Metroid.
There's only
Metroid
2 of
has too
them.
many games.
I was just asking how you
Well,
came.
I guess
to
I'll
that.
say, is it Sony? Is it Sony?
Yes.
All right, so
It's
so
not
then,
Horizon.
well, it could be the first one. He so if you want to
See,
ask
now I'm gonna second guess myself.
first, you might as well at this point.
Is it Horizon Zero Dawn?
No. That's 10
So it's
questions.
Yeah, I knew that's why I didn't want to do it because I didn't think
Is
it
it
was
The Last of Us?
Horizon.
What?
Is it The Last of Us?
What do
No.
you mean? What the fuck? That's not a female protagonist.
You play as in Left Behind the DLC. As
No,
Ellie.
I don't think he was gonna. I don't think he's being.
I mean, you
that-
do play as a. I mean, yeah.
That's not.
That
Hold
would-
on.
Oh, and you do play as her. Yeah, later on within the.
Wait.
snow
Why
area.
are we assuming it's on the PS4 or 5? It
Well,
could be.
from 2010 and above.
That would be.
And you didn't.
PS
You asked, does it feature a female protagonist? Yes. That was the
That means
question.
So
Well,
if
what-
it figures a female protagonist, that means it
From
can't.
Sony. All right.
What's on the? Hold on, wait. That means it's
2010.
either PS4, PS. Ooh, hold on.
I'm just pointing out that, like you said with The Last of Us, that would still be a yes. If it was The Last
Oh.
of Us.
That there's a female.
I have. Oh wait, and it's also not the second one. It's the first one.
Ooh. But there's not more than 2 games.
Correct.
There's now more than 2 games. Yeah.
So it has to. Ooh. So then, hold on.
Honestly, I think it makes sense to just go by franchise. They
I
don't
think
have
I'm.
that
I
many.
think I'm. You said the
Well, you
last.
could
one,
lower.
right?
You could try to not to help you, but platform.
Hold on.
No,
Hold on.
no, we gotta make.
No, 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 no. Wait. Is it
Is it your turn? Yeah, it is.
Oh wait, no, because you said it was Sony. I was gonna say Hellblade, but you said it was Sony.
Yeah,
Damn it.
Sony. Sony,
Fuck.
the first game in a Sony franchise that
It
has
only
a
has
female
2 games. What the fuck?
with
Hold
two
on.
games?
Only wait, is it? No, because this is
I
gonna
wonder-
piss me
well,
off.
I mean, you do play as the female protagonist. I'm assuming. I don't. Technically,
Wait,
I
wait.
guess.
Oh no, it's Sony. What the fuck
party
is
that made
that? This is pissing me off because I'm trying to. Did it come out originally on the PlayStation 3?
No.
Okay, so it's a
But
PS4
4.
or a PS5.
That was
game.
12, right? That was his 12 question.
Mm-hmm.
What
All
the
right,
fuck?
so PS4.
Or
There's
PS5.
only 2 games. How am I not instantly getting it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck am I
PS4.
missing?
You should ask
Sony-
another question.
Is it Ghost of Tsushima?
No.
No,
doesn't
because
have a
Ghost of Tsushima
female-
doesn't have a female protagonist. God
Well,
damn it!
the first game doesn't.
Not the first game.
I know, but I was thinking like I don't know.
Hold on.
You have a
hold on. I'm backing
companion.
It's not the same thing. Uncharted had more games. It wasn't Uncharted. It couldn't have been.
There's only 2.
It's not God of War. 'cause God of War didn't
that was a
have-
good question to ask. You should have asked it that way originally, but
What?
when he asked if there was more than 2 games in the franchise, that was a smart
that's
question.
what I'm saying. That's what I should have done. 'Cause that would
But
have
you said
eliminated.
there's only 2.
Yeah, I was just saying that was a smart
but I'm
question.
saying I
That,
wasted a
like,
question before by asking, was there more than one game when I should have asked if there were
Oh.
more than 2 games.
Okay.
Because then it would have took out any trilogy. It's not. What the fuck? Hold on. It's making me mad because I'm trying. There aren't that many PlayStation exclusives that have females as the main protagonists. It can't be Returnal because Returnal only has 1 game. It has it's not. It can't be Uncharted. It can't be God of War because God of War doesn't have a female protagonist.
I would advise.
I will say, unfortunately, though, I think I did see in the chat.
Yeah, you
I
can't ask
don't know if you
anymore.
saw it. I don't know if you saw. I guess that was it. Apparently.
You can't ask.
All right, so I'll stay out of it in that case.
I think you
Regardless,
need to narrow it down on hardware more. I think that would help you.
It had originally come out on the PlayStation 4.
Nope.
So that means it's Oh wait, is it Stellar Blade?
No.
What?
There's only one, dude.
Yeah, man, fuck me up. I was thinking, I was like, what the hell?
Ask another question.
That was 14,
That was 15.
15.
So it's a first party.
You need to continue on the previous, not the Stellar Blade question, but the path
Yeah.
that I put you on.
Yeah, it's the home console. It's first party.
No one asked anything about a home console.
Ooh, is it Gravity Rush
Yes.
series? Is it? Okay, that's what I thought.
Why do you guys assume it was on a home console? Like, it's on the Vita.
I don't know.
Well,
I forgot
also,
the
you
Vita
know why?
existed.
Because Gravity Rush was also on the.
Yeah,
on
but the answer is
For some
Gravity
reason, I
Rush,
forgot
not Gravity
about
Rush
Gravity Rush,
Remastered.
man.
I forgot. I was like, oh, look, wait a minute. I'm like, what
And
am I missing?
Lelouch had it correct, and I tried to delete it
don't-
before someone saw it.
I didn't feel confident. I'm not happy about that one. I feel like
Wow.
You're like, it's on the PS4. I was like, no, you just assumed it was on the PS5. Like, why didn't you?
That was a good one.
You
That was a
shoulda-
really good one. Because
I'm mad at
If I didn't
myself because,
give you the hint, you guys would still be guessing
that's
games.
that's
like,
what I'm saying. I'm not happy about that one because I feel like I didn't earn it. I don't feel like I earned it. They kind of bummed me out.
All right, I got
damn
another
it, man.
game. Will it be the last one?
Okay. I'm not
You
even gonna
wanna
look at
go
the chat. I'm gonna just no.
Yeah, we'll look at the chat.
Okay.
Keep commenting chat, but I'm not gonna look at it.
All right, go ahead.
Is it a first party title from one of the three? Well, yeah, from one of the 3 console manufacturers.
Yes, I think. Let me double check.
That's what I'm trying to make sure.
Is it one of them third party exclusive sign up deals?
I just want 100%.
Damn.
That means it's one of those ones that kind of floats as if it could be. Because if it's not one of those, oh yeah, obviously that's Nintendo or that's obviously Sony. It's one of those games that could be.
I'm gonna say yes.
Damn.
Okay, yeah.
I'm taking it as
I hope that doesn't throw you guys off. I just wanted 100% make sure.
all right. But it kind of does throw me off.
It does off a little bit.
I
'cause
thought
makes
it
sound
was,
like
but
it's
I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to get
not
to the
an
end
obvious
and be
one.
like, "Oh, this company actually owns the IP."
well,
so it's not. It's one of those games. It means
So-
it's one of those games that isn't like a Mario.
It's a
or
first
like
party
Last of
IP.
Us.
Yes. Yeah,
Did
that
it
did
come out-
eliminate quite a bit for you guys.
Yeah, it
Did
can't
it
be
come
something.
out-
It can't be something painfully.
It wasn't gonna be Nintendo, you know. Or
well, it could be like
Yeah.
Bayonetta 3 or something. You know, it's
That
like,
would
I
have
don't
been
know.
like. That's one of those ones you could throw it in.
Well,
It's
did
like
it come
one-
out after 2010?
yes.
All right, more recent.
Is it on a home console?
Yes.
So no handhelds. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I only answered your first question.
What?
He asked if it was on a home console. I said yes.
Oh, because is it not on a handheld? If you said like that, you know what I mean? It's like, is
Oh,
it not?
Oh,
I
you
see,
asked if it
I
was
see.
on a home console. I said yes. That's
Oh,
yeah, that's
man.
true.
Um, And he said yes to the first one. Well, again, let's go. It's one of the three. So is it Sony?
Yes.
All right. So there you go. So now we got to think of
That's
Sony franchise.
everything.
Yeah.
That's
God,
the.
dude, it's Sony franchise.
That means it's
I
everything.
was hoping you wouldn't ask that question again right away.
After 2010, Sony
but not like an obvious first party exclusive.
home console that could maybe be on a handheld potentially.
I
So
just
it means
wasn't
they
sure
were-
who owned the IP, I guess was all I
It could have been
Oh,
ported. It could be
Vita's
ported from
still on.
handheld.
Oh, it could be on PC because it's like it's it's not a home console PC.
But he says, well, yeah, but if it's a Sony first party, I would assume.
You would assume it might be on PC. If he says yes, it's on PC, that means it's only for PS5 and some PS4 titles. That might be a good question to ask, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's your turn.
If you don't ask it, I'm asking.
Well, if you're gonna ask, I don't want to waste that.
That's true.
Has it ever been on a handheld?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
What?
Okay.
what?
Okay. Okay.
I don't
wait.
even know what the PC
That means
question now.
that means
Weird.
it means it's been ported one way or the other. Oh fuck! But it's no.
What?
That means it's been on. Oh what? Hold on.
I guess I'll just say, is it on PC also?
No.
Okay.
So it's not a
So
modern.
it's on a.
It's
on both.
probably a PlayStation. Well, if it's been on a handheld, that means it's also a Vita or.
This sounds ridiculous, but I think I knew it.
Do you want to?
Yeah, you guys got a lot of extra hints just because I had to clarify some of the things, but yeah.
I gotta check when this game came out.
Oh,
though,
let me
the year.
think. Let me think. It has been-
It lines up with the year. at
Oh,
least.
is it Tearaway?
Yes.
Oh, I was not thinking that.
God damn it. If I didn't have to correct your ass, if you're like, is it on a home console? Yes. Yeah, that means it's not on handheld. I should have just let that go. I should have let it go.
Tearaway was the only one I could think of that was originally on like Vita and then got ported to PS4. So I was like, oh,
I was thinking maybe PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
no.
I thought I'd go
I
stick
can
with
see
Vita,
why.
and I didn't.
Vita and
I thought maybe you wouldn't ask right away. I was like, so like, you could have been like, is it for Nintendo? But
yeah.
once you said,
Well, once you say the top three, once you say the three, it narrows it down a lot. It's
And
almost
you're
you
like-
have to do-
and then you were like I said, was it on a home console? Yes. Oh, so that means it's not on handheld. I had to correct you, which gave that away. Then I wasn't sure if it was a Sony IP or not. I know
I think that was more of a bigger issue than anything else.
You know what? Hold on. Can we
because
do
Media
one more? I got one more.
Molecule developed it, but I don't know if they were owned by Sony, so I guess I should have looked that up first.
Hold on. I think I got one.
All right, I gotta
Oh,
feed
you-
my cats real quick, and I'll be right back.
I'm gonna look for something real quick.
You hungry?
Yeah, I think you could go real tough with this now. In that case, like, because I'm thinking, I was like, I can't, but I'm like, I think it has to be almost third party because I'm not gonna, once you say is it from the three manufacturers, you're like, oh shit.
I think I have one, but I'm gonna grab something real quick.
See, I had 5 games on here, but they're all like maybe semi easy, I guess. I thought they weren't, but apparently they were. That Tearaway guess was nice. I really was
Oh,
thinking
yeah, it
Play-
definitely was. It absolutely
I was thinking
was.
PlayStation All Stars, like I said, because they had PS Vita and PS3. I was
I
like,
got
oh,
one. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna let mine be the last one because it's already 9 o'clock and I know
yeah,
we're
39 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like, you got a couple. Juice got one. Let me get the last one.
Yeah.
I already had the information pulled up on the game. That way we ain't gotta play any funny business.
He's feeding his cats. He's feeding the cats. Well, I mean, technically, I could have a question because he's might as well. We'll just say what it was. I'll say. Is it made by one of the?
No. No.
Okay.
It is not.
Well, there you go. That's
Also,
my
I need
one.
to let me get a piece. Let me get something so I can write down and make sure I remember how many we're at. Let me see. I have a
Well, I wrote it
PC.
down. I also have it write it down just in case. I put one.
Yeah, but I want to keep that.
No, I get it.
Uh,
Just in case.
so I know how many questions have been asked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, put it there.
I'm ready.
Oh, I did ask one. I asked the 3 console manufacturers if it's one of those. They said no.
Yeah.
First party, you mean?
Yeah, first party. Yeah,
So third party, that is the harder option.
that's the way to go. Actually, is that's what
Did
makes it
the
harder,
game release before 2010?
No.
Okay. All right.
I want to be
Um,
fair. So it's
Is it on? Oh yeah, I guess. Is it on a handheld?
yes.
Oh.
All right, so that means, but it could be on a home console. That's the problem. You really want the no in those questions. You know, you want the no. So it could be a yes for home console wise.
It's not first party, you said?
Yeah,
Not
it's not
first
first
party.
party. Yeah, it's not first party.
Is it developed by a Eastern studio?
No.
What?
Okay.
Western developer making a home handheld game? Again, it could be Switch where it's home. Is it on a home console?
Yes.
All right, there you go. All right, so
What was that number? 5 or 6? I'm trying to remember.
5.
Is
yeah,
it
5.
a game that got a physical release? I'm not counting like some third party company, but like from the like a main physical release.
Yes.
Okay. Man.
Damn. From all right. It came out 2010 and above. Is it on the Switch?
Yes.
I think that's the handheld console.
Mhm.
I guess it could be 3DS, maybe ported again.
We need to specify hybrid or handheld, but is it?
It's on the Switch also, at least at the minimum, also.
Is it a single player game?
Yes. Well,
But that could have multiplayer features. I'm guessing. So that doesn't quite say.
Okay.
Damn.
Is it a single player only game?
no.
Okay.
Oh. All right. So it's on a Switch, made by someone not Japanese. Does it? Oh. All right.
Has
there could be
multiplayer or has online
multiplayer.
functionality.
I was gonna say the female protagonist, but at this point, it's multiplayer, so the odds are it is.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's Western.
I want to say are the main characters human? Are the main characters human? Like humanoid? Like they literally look
Yes.
like human features and stuff. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. That one's kind of hard to explain.
If they're not like animals, they're not animals. They look like
No, they're
humans.
not animals. No, they're not animals.
Okay.
Man.
It's also on Switch. I guess we should find out if it's also on. Did it launch on Switch? You know what I mean, or something like that.
No. What kind of game is it, you think?
Like this will be when Juice answers the question. It'll be 11.
I'm
really?
like
I have
nowhere.
a 9. I thought it was 9. Or I mean, so wouldn't it be 10 for him? Is it 1,
No,
2,
well, I
3,
counted. I think what happens is Juice has
9, 10. Yeah. So it'd be 10 for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
I think I wrote it wrong. All right, now we're good. All right, go ahead.
I have no idea.
This is a tough one.
Is it a first person perspective?
No.
And there's a multiplayer aspect to it.
Mm-hmm.
Single player, not first party. It is on Switch. We don't know if it's on other platforms. Damn. Did it launch in the 8th gen, aka Switch? I'm saying Switch, PS5, Xbox. So that's the 8th gen to me.
No.
Or that would be the 9th gen.
The point is, it's not. It didn't. I took it. It didn't launch on this. It didn't launch on the Switch.
The Wii U it would be the Wii U, Xbox One, and PS4 generation it launched.
Well, he didn't say.
Oh
that.
yeah. Well,
I didn't say that.
I said it didn't launch.
It didn't launch.
It came out after 2010.
So it didn't launch. Yeah, it's true. So it does cover something. So it didn't launch on Switch, PS5, Xbox Series.
It's
So it
not
didn't
first
launch on that
person.
generation.
Could it, I
Not
mean, it
that
could be Wii, couldn't it? That'd be the end of the Wii.
I doubt it. I think it's probably Wii U, 360, or I guess it could be PS4. Yeah, so it could be like PS4, PS. PS4, Xbox One, and
Do we know if it's a
Wii U.
multiplayer? What was the questions we asked?
It's a third. It's not a first party game.
It's not a first party.
It's definitely multiplayer. It's definitely multiplayer, and it didn't launch on Switch in that generation like that.
And when you say launch, I'm counting that as when it originally came out. That's what I mean.
Yeah, when it originally came out.
Yeah.
Did it
So
release on the? Did it release on the Wii U?
Yes.
Ooh.
What? The Wii U?
Some would say this would be easy considering, but you know.
It's got
Yeah,
multiplayer.
like,
it's third person.
Multiplayer, third person multiplayer?
See, I could do what Juice did and give you a hint, but I'm not going to.
No hints.
What did did you ask about handhelds? It was on a handheld, right?
It's on handheld.
It's on handheld.
But it came out after 2010.
And it's not made by Japanese.
Yes, I was thinking Monster Hunter.
Oh,
but...
what? It's not made by Japanese. And there's multiplayer.
No, Japanese make good games.
Is it made by Ubisoft?
No.
Damn it. We needed that to be a yes.
I was thinking Rayman Legends are like multiplayer. It could be single player. He's humanoid at least in some way. Although I guess I wouldn't consider him a human, to be fair. So, but he did go well.
Batman wasn't multiplayer, was it?
Ooh, no. Could be. Oh no, it's
It'd
not
been
Ubisoft.
Arkham City.
Assassin's Creed. I know that's.
Damn.
And it's not first person, right? So third person.
I'm stumped.
And it's a game that I don't own.
I never. What? Where'd that come from?
No, because I'm
Ubisoft.
like,
I was just thinking Zombie U, and it's not Ubisoft.
Yeah, it's first person.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
No.
It's not.
No hint.
All right, go ahead.
We gotta go. Damn. That's what is that? The 12th question? What was it?
Well, that was 13. So we're
yeah.
Yeah. So the next one will be.
So this
14.
is a 14.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And it launched on Wii U. How do we not know this instantly?
Had a physical release.
Yep.
It's a third party that also went on Switch.
Need for Speed Most Wanted U doesn't have humanoid characters though.
I kind of feel bad now.
That features humanoid-ish, maybe.
Yeah, I mean
We're gonna get it. They look
more human. I mean, at the humanoid part, yeah, they look more human. That's why I said that. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. They look humanoid-ish, kind of.
Yeah.
God, the Western developer is what's got me. The non-Eastern developer.
I feel bad. I do.
I'm thinking honestly. I have a game in mind, but I don't.
Every game I think of is fucking Japanese.
I was thinking.
Or Ubisoft.
maybe like Lego City Undercover, but I don't know if that's multiplayer. I don't
That's a
remember.
good one.
But I don't remember if that's multiplayer.
Is it Lego City Undercover?
No,
Damn it.
I genuinely feel bad actually.
That was 14.
Yeah, it's 14. So now when you
Holy
ask yours,
shit.
it'll be 15.
And it's not made by a Japanese developer. Who was
That's
supporting
or
Wii U?
Ubisoft. That's what got me.
I'm thinking Darksiders. Is that what's it called? Multiplayer? No, right? I don't think so. Do you know? You booted up the game at least.
Is
Do you,
it a
did you remember?
Shantae game? I wonder.
Can you do multiplayer?
That don't have multiplayer though.
Do you remember Darksiders multiplayer? I have to look at Darksiders multiplayer because I don't know. Oh, this is multiplayer mod. They definitely don't have multi. Or wait, Darksiders Genesis. Oh no, that's shit. Um.
Oh,
It's-
I feel bad.
I want to say it was like if it was a launch title because like I feel like after the launch, it's like that was it.
No, that's Ubisoft. Fuck. Every game's either Ubisoft or a Japanese developer.
That's what I'm saying. Is it an indie game?
No.
Oh, I already asked if it was had a full retail release.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, I mean,
forgot
some
what-
indie games have.
Yeah.
Some like I was thinking like Runbow.
But the point is, it's not an indie game.
It's third person.
Did we ask if it was an exclusive to a system? No, it's a third party, but we didn't
And it was-
ask.
and again, it's not exclusive because it's also on Switch at some point.
Oh,
They
yeah.
ported it. Runbow is not on Switch, right? I was
Fuck,
even
man.
trying to fuck with you and say Runbow.
Is it a? Oh, whose turn is it?
It's
I think
you.
it's Juice. Yeah, I
Is
think
it a
it's Juice's.
fighting game?
No,
Damn it! There goes another one.
What?
you're
the
probably thinking
fuck?
Tekken. That's what I
I
could
should-
think.
I should have just asked. At that point, I should have just asked the game. But
Oh, and it's not an indie game. He said.
No, it's not an indie game.
I'm literally looking at Wii U games. I'm seeing nothing.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's only a few years then the consoles are around. How the hell? Holy shit.
No, that's
Uh,
Ubisoft. That's another Ubisoft. It could be like Sniper Elite or something.
Sniper Elite did not come to Wii U. There's
Yeah,
no way.
Sniper Elite V2's on
No,
Wii
Summer
U.
League was on Wii U. Yeah, it was.
I don't even remember that.
Ninja Gaiden.
Don't worry, neither the fans.
Did we say about Batman? Did you say Batman? You said something about Batman.
I
Right?
didn't. I know there was a bat. I don't know if it had multiplayer though. I don't think it did.
Is it from Warner Brothers?
Yes.
Oh shit, that's huge.
I was gonna guess Injustice, but he said it wasn't a fighting game.
That's massive. So
Oh,
multiplayer, Warner
I think I
Brothers
know what
Wii
it
U
is.
game. What?
Is it Scribble Knots?
Unlimited?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, Jesus. There wasn't the Ubisoft one narrowed it down. I mean, there wasn't a lot of options, and the
God
Japanese.
damn.
That was a good one.
That was a great one.
The Warner Brothers question was gonna be the problem because I was like, technically Warner Brothers didn't develop it, but they did
They
publish it.
published it. Yeah, it's a
So I
Warner
had to be
Brothers
like,
game.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it's I'm surprised y'all didn't try to narrow the fact that it was on the because that was on the 3DS, the Wii U, the Switch, the PS4, the Xbox One, phones, and
That was on
PC.
everything. Holy
Literally
shit.
everything in that generation.
God damn.
And the
But
fact and y'all couldn't get the genre.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you had got the genre, I think you would have got it quicker. Because it
Well, I
literally
don't even know
was,
what the genre would be for that, to be honest with you.
it's puzzle. It's considered a
Like,
puzzle.
oh yeah, it's like a
puzzle
Yeah,
sandbox.
that makes sense. Puzzle game. Yeah, that makes sense.
And that one does have single player and multiplayer. I think the single player multiplayer didn't help at all.
Yeah, I honestly don't even remember Scribble Knots in multiplayer. Like, what the hell would have been? Even
The only
big?
hint I
Well,
was
it's
gonna
co-op,
give you-
kind of.
I felt bad because the only thing I was gonna say is don't think about the developer because none of you were gonna know the developer. I knew that for a fact.
Well,
'Cause I
we
didn't
lost
even-
most of our
I had
viewers,
to
but I
look-
kind of want to play one more and see if we can do better with Terrell.
Oh, you want me to
thinking
pick another game?
Yeah.
I can pick another game. Hold on. I'm pulling it up so I know what it's called.
I didn't know what it's called. This guy's going super hard on it. Then. So I know what it's even called.
I'm trying to see if I can. Since y'all picked it, I'm gonna see if I can go for a harder one. That's what I'm looking. Trying to think of a game. Hold on.
Third party definitely makes it harder.
Oh yeah, what the hell? That's way
I
tougher.
need to stop thinking of first party.
That's why I said it.
It's way tougher.
Oh,
It certainly makes it more interesting.
I know I'm rocking. I'm trying to make sure I have a game in mind first.
I was like, well, I was saying maybe ask like, did he even play the game? Did any of us play the game? How would he know?
I honestly would have helped if you had played the game because I would have. I knew it was a game you both knew, but I was like,
Well, the thing is, like, I own the game. I've actually never played the game on Wii U yet.
I didn't play it
really?
either.
Yeah, I bought it. I bought it literally like a couple of years ago.
it might
But
be
I did
T. I'm
play
thinking
it.
of who bought
I
it.
played it on DS, so not even unlimited. I never played unlimited specifically.
All right,
It's a
got one.
crazy game, but just never played it. Oh, you got one. All right.
I'll
Yeah, I
go
got one.
first. I mean, I hate this question, but it really does help to know what era it's from. Was it released before 2010?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's. I mean, that's really tough. We should be saying before 2012 because it's like the Wii U
Yeah.
and the 360. That's probably what we should be saying. But so before 2010 still could be Wii 360 and PS3, which still makes it tough. Um, um, I'm going to assume it's not first party because, like I said, that's too easy at this point for this stuff. I'm going to assume uh shit. I'm not saying is it a 7th gen game? So Wii, PS3, and 360.
No.
All right.
Did it originally release on a cartridge based system?
No.
Okay, so it's disc.
All right. So GameCube, Xbox,
PlayStation 1,
Two.
Dreamcast.
Oh yeah, PlayStation 1 even.
Probably not a
Dreamcast
Saturn
even.
game.
Shit. I'll be honest. I'm not to say it. Is it a part of the the 6th gen? So GameCube, Xbox, PS2.
Yes.
All right. There you go. So that's good. At least got that.
Yeah, should have just asked. We should just narrow down the generation first.
We
That's
did.
a
There you
disc.
go. So
And it wasn't on a Nintendo handheld. Those were cartridges, so that did help.
Yep. At that time. Yeah.
Did it originally release as an exclusive?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Was it originally a Nintendo exclusive?
Yes.
Okay. GameCube exclusive. We're getting there.
That's like 3 games, right? So it's
Mhm.
got to be pretty
Y'all,
easy.
that's disrespect by y'all. That's crazy.
I'm pretty sure it was though. I think it's literally very low.
Exclusive on GameCube, huh?
Well, actually, I guess it could be. I'm thinking exclusive went to multiplayer, but that doesn't mean it did. It could
No.
just be exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right. So maybe it could be first party Nintendo.
Should we ask whose question is it?
You, right?
Has it been officially re-released on other platforms since then?
Yes.
So it's remastered probably. It's probably been like remastered.
GameCube, it's been re-released.
Was it?
Yeah, it's been re-released since GameCube.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we actually do think we need to find out if it's like published by Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo
Well, it came out on GameCube. It was an exclusive.
at the time, but it could have expanded. So it could have been like, you could think Resident Evil 4. You could think originally
Yeah.
GameCube to,
But that doesn't make it. I don't think.
I think.
What were you gonna?
Well, I
ask?
guess it only removes
we
like
gotta
Resident Evil 4.
We got to do this. The boring. I hate asking the same questions, but it really. I mean, it's hard to not. With a
Let me
Japanese.
think. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. I'm gonna say, was it by a Japanese developer?
Yes.
So, originally an exclusive.
Well, I just asked if it originally was exclusive. It doesn't mean it was or was. It doesn't mean that it ever. Or it re-released on other platforms. So
Which makes it non-exclusive, yeah.
was it a Capcom game.
No.
All right.
That does
All right.
cut some out because they had 5
Um,
exclusives.
Shit.
Could be Sega.
Yeah, I'm trying. Japanese. I think we have to go by companies, to be honest with you. Like that. I'm gonna take your thing where you just said it was a Sega.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, from so originally a GameCube exclusive from Sega. You think
Is
that would never
there
go?
was the GameCube? I should just ask if was it in the Super Monkey Ball franchise?
No.
Okay, damn it, I shouldn't have. Blew my wad. I thought I had.
I
Thought
mean,
that was-
that's not a bad guess.
So originally a GameCube exclusive, right? That's what, and it was re-released later on from Sega.
what Sonic games?
I don't even remember.
I had
what would
Sonic
be exclusive
Adventures.
for Sonic? Yeah, but I don't think that was exclusive.
No, it
I mean,
wasn't.
Sonic Adventure 2. That was Battle, right? That was like.
I don't want to look up.
Unless he's being very cheeky about it. Is it a Sonic game?
No.
Yeah, alright, that was a wasted question. That makes sense. I don't know if Battle came out the same.
What else does
Did
Sega
Battle-
make back then? They came off the GameCube or Dreamcast.
Dreamcube.
They came off the Dreamcast.
Originally a console exclusive Sega game that isn't Super Monkey
Oh,
Ball, isn't Sonic.
oh, was it
You
an
got it?
online game? No, I should just ask. Was it Phantasy Star Online?
No.
Damn it! What the hell else could it be?
I don't even want to look up GameCube
Yeah, I don't either.
to try to get it.
I
All
thought
right,
for sure it was Phantasy Star.
See, now I'm really blanking on what the hell. Yeah, they made Sega for GameCube.
Was it
GameCube.
Balan's Wonderworld or Wonderland?
How could
For
you do that to
GameCube.
yourself?
Was it an RPG?
No.
I'm just naming.
I don't
things that-
honestly. I don't know any Sega games on the GameCube that could be.
Me neither. I'm trying to think.
Believe
Like
in yourself.
It wasn't
Believe
a-
in yourself.
Sega.
It wasn't an
GameCube?
RPG. I was thinking maybe like a Skies game. I don't know if that's Sega or not. Or Skies
You
Arcade.
could help yourself out by asking some more questions. That's all
Oh,
I'm gonna
obviously. Wasn't an RPG. Was Sega. I can't think of any
The
other.
Skies is RPG, I'm pretty sure they consider it.
Was
I'm
it?
pretty sure it's Terminator.
I'm gonna help you out off of a question you've already asked.
Oh,
Don't think too hard about the re-release part of it.
okay.
I really wasn't, to be honest. but-
Okay, just all right.
I was thinking, all right, from re-releasing from that future
Sega. What the hell?
GameCube. How the
It-
hell is an exclusive for GameCube? We're not thinking instantly about
I'm
it.
sure Clocked It would be mad at us.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I do know it. No, it never got re-released.
Don't
was
worry
it? I was
about
gonna-
that. Who cares? Just
That's why I said don't. I was like, don't.
Yeah, but Sega made F-Zero GX, which was
that never did
exclusive.
actually get re-released.
but it never got re-released. Like literally. I think technically you could say it had an arcade version, but it's not really the same thing. I'm trying to see if he's smiling. So
Just ask. Fuck it. That's the only other game I can think of. I have
Is
no.
it F-Zero GX?
Nope.
I have
Aw,
no idea. I'm
shit.
gonna have to look at GameCube games now. I can't.
You're down. I think you're at your last 5 questions if I did this
Yeah.
right.
Let's see.
There's not that many.
I'm gonna have to-
650 GameCube games.
Exactly.
Damn, man. Yeah, I don't want to look up, but I guess
I feel bad
looking.
because
you're looking.
Amazing Island, Sega did.
wait, was that a question?
No, I'm just
Okay.
looking. Beach Spike, like they did. I don't know if it was exclusive, but they. Oh, I know what it is.
Oh, you see
Was
it now?
it developed by the Sonic team?
Yeah.
Okay, I should have just asked. Is it Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have never got that. I didn't even know they.
Damn.
I felt bad. 'cause
I
was
didn't know
like,
that was a Sega game.
Yeah,
know
I
what
never
sucks
guessed
is-
that.
it was only on the GameCube. It got re-released on Windows, but it was like in
Oh.
2006.
We narrowed it down to the GameCube pretty quickly. So
Wait a minute, but
It got.
oh,
It's-
was that
all
the
right, we're
last
gonna
one
get
where-
out of here. But
It's right here.
you know, had to look up a list of games. Otherwise, I wasn't gonna get that. So, but yeah, it was fun.
Next time we can't look up things. We gotta
Yeah.
make a rule. So it's
I
like
knew the
generally-
looking. I knew as soon as you looked it up, that was gonna be it. As soon as you read like the
Yeah.
B's, I went, "Oh,
Yeah, I had to look
it's
by
literally
publisher.
just like looking up the answer essentially. You know.
All right,
but-
so we'll get out of here, and we'll be back next week, and maybe there'll be some exciting news or something. Maybe there'll be a Nintendo Direct for Switch 1. There won't be,
A lot
but
of people
people are
saying
thinking
we're
there
gonna
is.
play.
There isn't going to be. It makes
We'll
no
probably
sense.
either we'll probably get a
Also, I
Switch
forgot to
this
give.
week.
I mean, I've said this before, but I feel it stronger now than I did before after that investors meeting. The Switch 2 is not releasing until after Pokemon ZA and Metroid Prime 4. They just reiterate those are Switch games, and at this point, they already told us Breath of the Wild was cross-platform. They told us that well before. They told us before we knew what the NX was.
That is
They
true.
kept
That's true.
reiterating that, hey, these are Switch games. And I'm
That is
like,
true.
wow.
I
The
didn't
Switch
think
2,
about that.
maybe one of them will be cross-gen, but I really feel like they're both coming out by June. They'll both be out. And then all four of their Switch games will be released, and then who knows after that.
Which
But
is why they do a Switch Direct. You know.
you're not going to do a Switch
Yeah.
Direct for the two games we already know about that are
Well,
eventually-
then we'll probably get a Pokemon Presents by the end
Yeah.
of this month anyway.
And they said
so-
the Pokemon. Well, somebody said they heard there was no Switch 2 stuff in the Pokemon Presents, and ZA
Yeah,
is gonna be in there.
that was official. They said they weren't doing any Switch 2 stuff.
That's gonna be like a May or June release, and Switch 2 is gonna be like August, September, October, November. So anyway,
Damn.
we'll talk about more next week. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Peace.
Easter.
So this, oops, this.
I have fun with